Alrighty.
All right, got a fat guy.
Yeah, got the wide angles today.
Yeah, I feel like I don't
Yo, the triple angle.
Oh yeah, dude.
I didn't even realize.
Where's
Had to do it to him.
the camera over there?
Oh,
They're
yeah.
all to your left there in front of the TV.
We're all like looking at each other.
This is a very cool setup.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, what the
Sweet.
fuck is up, Zudes?
Yo.
What the hell is going on, guys? We got some new guests today. Some surprise guests. As always, it's your boy Crispy Grooves. Yeah, dude, we got the little nameplate. Look at that shit down there.
Yo.
Killing it. Okay. We got myself, Crispy Grooves. I play guitar, I make some music sometimes, and I do the stupid ass podcast with my boy Adrian Grody right there.
Hey, it's your boy Grody. I make comic books and I make music sometimes, and I skateboard and I talk shit on the internet. So,
Hell yeah. Dude.
yeah, and the tech wizard, one man tech army over there, Roberto.
Hell yeah.
At
Good.
Where's Vibes? Go ahead, hit me up on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
If you're trying to learn how
Oh,
to
yeah.
make some music or something.
We got extra work for you today.
Or-
there you
okay,
are.
there we go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you
It
need
was struggling. It was struggling.
if you need beats, if you need music lessons, or some tech help, just shoot me a message and we'll see what's up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And why don't you go ahead and
And of
introduce
course,
our guests?
Our special
here.
guests today are two of my brothers. To the left of me, we got
Hola.
Michael over here. Go ahead and shout your plugs if you got any.
How y'all doing? Shout out to my plug. I'll see you when I get home.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta follow that up. Great.
Hell yeah.
And then, of course, over here we got my other brother, Seamus.
Hey,
You on the gram or anything? What's up? Or you?
no.
Okay,
I'm,
cool.
I'm a boring father, and I also am in IT. That's all I do.
Ooh,
Cool,
there you
yeah.
go.
Hell
Got
yeah.
another fellow tech wizard. It runs in the family here.
Indeed, it does. And
Yeah.
so does
Awesome.
music to a degree. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's strange, man.
Oh yeah.
And
All right.
of course, we got Ethan back there running the boards as usual. He's got some extra work back there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, he's going ham over there.
Hell yeah.
He'll get big stressing.
Cool.
I'm just kidding.
So what's going on, you guys?
I mean, the cameras really aren't switching right now, which is kind of pissing me off.
Unplug the stream
Yeah,
deck
I
and
look
plug it
great,
back in
though,
again
or
at the back,
something
and
like
it should fix the problem.
There you go.
Really?
We're chilling, man. We're good. It's
The deck is magnetic, by the way. Yep, you're good.
cool. There we go.
We could see the process at work here.
Oh, yeah. We're a very professional show.
Yep.
We've got all of our shit together, as
Hey,
you can
that's
see.
kind of sick. You can see like his setup back there
Yeah.
now too. You
Yeah.
can like see the different layers of the stream there. That's
the wide
cool.
angle.
We're going beyond the fourth wall here.
But yeah, I gotta put the Stella label out because I'm sponsored
yeah.
by Stella
Yeah.
Art Tour.
Oh, dude.
Unplug it
Damn
for like
lie.
10 seconds and then go.
Are
with
you
it.
sponsored by them?
Oh yeah.
No, no, I'm just
No,
an
you said I
alcoholic.
should be though.
Might
They're
as
like,
well
we'll pay you not to drink Stella. Can you just like put that away? Just rip the label off.
Right, just fucking.
Just
Yeah.
turn the
That's
bottle
funny.
around.
You think about the things you could be sponsored by in life. Huh?
Oh,
Dude, right?
Yeah.
Jif
There we
Peanut.
go.
Shouts
Got
out
some
to Jif
action.
Peanut
All
Butter.
right.
All right.
Got the camera angle action. Sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah, everything breaks the moment we actually start streaming for some
is-
reason.
It's
That
so
is
It's like
fucking
inevitable.
Yeah,
I know. It makes it extra hard to keep all like the slurs out, because we're so frustrated.
Right,
You want to say all the slurs, but you gotta wait the first
Right.
10 minutes and
Right,
then
right.
before you get ridiculous.
Don't worry. The YouTube algorithm, they're gonna stop watching. Then we can let it
Yeah,
rip.
it's the 5-minute rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Same
Okay.
thing for food on the ground.
So what are you guys
Yeah.
doing in town? You guys just visiting family, just mobbing
Yeah,
through?
unfortunately, my mom was sick and was in the hospital with
Oh,
a
no.
problem with her lung. But since we've been here, she's improved a lot more, and they moved her out to
Hospice facility.
to a hospital
Mm.
for respiratory rehabilitation. So she'll be there for a couple weeks,
Uh-uh.
and so we'll be out here till Sunday. Probably booked a little too long, but hey, we got the chance to get on the ZUDECAST.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Definitely super glad to have you guys.
Yeah.
Had to happen sometime, so.
Yeah.
Cool.
One thing you'll find out about all of us brothers, I guess, is we argue a lot.
No, I feel that. Believe me.
It's called mental
Mhm.
karate.
That's all karate. I
And they
feel it.
lose a lot of arguments. That's what they
It's
mean.
prep for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect type
We
of
just get it
show.
all out of the way throughout the year. Get it
Yeah.
spread out. That way it's not so bad.
If you want to
one
bring your
day.
mic up just a
Right.
little closer.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, sounding great.
I've
Okay,
always
sweet.
loved the
I know you've already got the
concept
Joe
of it.
Rogan tattoo sleeve right there, so you're
Oh,
you're
it
on
goes
your
all the
way.
way up, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. That's sick,
Amazing.
man.
Ah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Am I the only wear brother without tattoos? I think.
I don't know. You're the only one that wears mismatched socks too.
On blast.
That's a lie.
Put
we
you
go.
on
That's
blast,
a
bro. It is kind of
He's
bad
got
on camera.
Black shoes,
Yeah.
so he's got like one missing foot, right?
Right.
Nope. Brother Bob has always
Oh, that's
been
true.
the
Yeah. He's just
laid
blending
back
into the
one.
darkness.
Yeah. White power.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
He said it. He said it, not me. He said it, not me.
What do we got on the deck? I'm the only one that will say white power and nigga on the fucking stream of the day.
You got it. I
One
mean, you're
sentence
running the
is
show,
okay.
dude. You know.
Cool. Sophia Urethra, hell of a topic to start
Oh
with today.
yeah.
It's our headline story, basically.
Yeah. If you guys
So
had not heard the background, I think we'll get into that a little bit. Cool, man. So we got we're the Zudes with the news. That's our little news with bumper there.
Every fucking time.
Zudes with the news. Just gotta go extra long with it. Oh man.
Yeah.
It's different every time, but I think you guys are getting closer every time.
No, we're gonna make it. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so fucking sick, bro. It's gonna just be like have drum solos like that though. Like,
Yeah, we're just
just
gonna
a bunch
torture
of
you.
fills, just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Stupid 80s
couple
power toms.
bridges in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
An obnoxiously
man.
long synthesizer solo.
Some 80s hair band
Yeah.
vocalist.
We
Yeah.
gotta do like the real though. You feel me? Where we go like,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah,
looking
right.
at the fucking thing.
Doing the weather and shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Well, what do we got here?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Starting
God.
it off hot.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
All right.
I seen this video and about peed myself.
I know, right?
Dude, she looked like a fucking racehorse up there, bro.
Whoa, she
That was
had
like,
to go.
dude, that was bad. Like you could tell she probably was going ham on
Look
the
at
Long
him.
Island,
He's
bro.
like, He's like, give it to me, baby.
Dude, he's like, give me that sweet nectar of the gods, bro.
This is my
She's
moment.
so hot though. That's probably
Dude,
why.
she
It's
is
the
pretty
problem.
fucking
It's a
hot, bro.
problem.
It's kind of bad.
I bet
He
you that
said
piss was hot.
The golden shower.
Like I've been on a juice cleanse for months. Now.
Right.
I really gotta go.
Right?
Yeah.
What if she ate a lot of broccoli, dude?
Bro,
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. It was probably the Long Islands, bro.
Oh,
You feel
man.
me?
Yeah.
She was probably yated, and she's like, "Who getting pissed on, bro? I gotta go." Like,
He got fucked up
She's
after
a
that.
rocker, dude. I guarantee it was beer.
Oh
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, dude. I didn't want to put the video on here because, like, you know,
Go look it up yourself.
But dude, like, I watched the uncensored one. It was just like
Yeah.
a steady stream of just like,
Well,
like it was for like 15 seconds, bro. Just straight pissing.
have you ever been outside the door of a woman when they're going to the bathroom? No offense, I love women. Thank you.
Disgusting, yeah.
It sounds like frying chicken.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it.
It's
I
like a
believe it.
shower when they go pee.
It's terrible.
You know, with us, we got it. They always tell us, and it's
Yeah,
right. We
right.
got it made. It's easy.
Speaking of
Yeah.
showers, you know, she like reached out, was like, "Look, next time somebody does this, it's gonna cost millions when I do this for them."
I know.
First one's always free, right?
Right.
First one's free. She's experimenting with a different career pathway.
Yeah.
Everybody
She's
gets
like-
one.
Hey,
She's
not
like,
anymore, bro.
everybody gets
Not
one.
anymore.
The demand is there. The demand is there.
I
Yeah.
think if anything, I think this was actually, you know, first of all, this was punk as fuck, by the way. This was punk as
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight Gigi Allen,
I
bro.
know.
Hey,
So classic.
It made me go listen to him.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying too.
Then
I was
again-
like, I don't even know who this is. Like, and,
It's the one promo you got a spike on iTunes all like overnight.
Sophia,
right?
you're
Hey.
right.
No doubt, no doubt. Though.
I guarantee.
They're gonna have a
Yeah,
song next
probably.
album.
Brass again.
Showers.
Golden showers. Yep. Yeah.
That's funny.
Apparently, they got kicked off from the company or whatever. The parent company that was doing the tour or whatever
Yeah.
is like, y'all can't fucking play on any more shows or any more festivals hosted by us because your
Except Burning
homegirl
Man.
fucking pissed on the dude's face.
And these guys are like the same ones that like run Aftershock and some of the like biggest festivals in the United
Ouch.
States, like rock festivals. So they've just been completely blacklisted.
Big L.
Dude, yeah.
Ouch.
Hey, but you know what? But I bet you enough people will respect that though, and they'll be like, you know what? I appreciate that. I'll subscribe personally.
Like, there'll be
I
plenty
will-
of like
yeah,
there'll
I'll-
be plenty of venues that are like, please come here and do
Yeah.
something like
Piss.
that. That'd be
Yeah.
fucking
Please
dope.
come
Like,
here.
that'd be fucking tight. We
Can
need
you
some
please
action like
come
that.
Hey, I mean, if Lenny Kravitz can get away with it, so can she.
Wait, did Lenny Kravitz? I know that fool's dick's always falling
Ozzy
out on
bit
stage,
a bad
bro.
head off stage.
I was a little upset though.
That's
I
true.
felt like
That's
she
disgusting.
She can pee on people, but R. Kelly can't. I mean,
Oh,
The
Right,
difference
like-
here is consent. This is
Yeah, I think it's
That man
he's-
was
he's
enjoying
eager.
himself.
He is not only willing, he is eager.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
so wait, did Lenny Kravitz actually piss on someone on stage, like,
Probably.
and they were into it?
Multiple
I was
people.
gonna ask. I was like, is
Yeah,
that is this female privilege
but
right
it-
here? I was
I
like,
mean,
no
I've
male.
heard of
I'm pretty sure it
golden
happened
showers.
at Coachella too.
Yeah, it's probably like
Wow.
the soccer.
I
people.
gotta
Like
look. I'm gonna look
off
that
the
up. I'm gonna try to look
everybody
that up right
That's
now.
crazy.
We got the Larry Kravitz and the Coachella joke.
Larry
in.
Kravitz.
Here, you got.
Dude,
the
I'll look it
computer.
up.
Oh wait,
I'll
wait, no,
fucking-
no, wait. Let me do it. Let me do it. Oh yeah. Or let me see.
Hold on. Did Len?
How funny that her
Oh, there you
band
go.
name
Yeah,
is-
yeah. Take it.
Kravitz.
Because I know that.
Piss on somebody.
Because I know that fool's dick's always falling out of his pants.
Wow,
Like
I love how
everywhere
the
he
first
goes,
result-
like
Yeah.
he's like, for real. He's like, oh no, I ripped my and just like fucking. Just his dick's
Yeah.
always out at concerts and
Oh
like
no,
he was on the news.
his dick is out on the concert
Gotta
recently.
get away.
Look at
Well, the
pipe.
fucking title here is Kravitz cockadoodle doomed? We'll
Oh,
we'll
my
never truly know why Lenny Kravitz's inseam decided to burst, exposing his pee-pee on that fateful day in 2015.
His pee-pee.
But this penis
Dot,
dot
dot,
continue, to be continued. Wow.
I don't
Yeah.
know that I want to continue.
I'm good. Yeah, Lenny Kravitz.
Uh,
You're not the star today, bro. Sophia Urethra is the star
Yeah.
today. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
right.
this motherfucker Christian said girls don't have urethras, do they?
Not the, okay.
know.
It is still a urethra.
You said
it's
that
a
shit
urethra.
though. You really said you were like girls don't have urethras though with so much confidence.
What? Girls don't pee, and they also don't poop or fart either. This is all groundbreaking
Yeah,
shit. to
everybody
me.
knows they take all that fecal matter and just turn it into pure fucking rage and bipolar.
That's what I was
yeah.
gonna say.
It's insane.
Yeah, but they
It's
help us
insane.
out by draining it away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was nuts, man. That was
Draining
nuts,
our life power away little by little.
If you have seen the video, then you know that was nuts.
Yeah.
Dude spewed it out like a volcano.
Yeah. Look like
Got up, wiped his face off, and got back in the
You
crowd.
felt like
Oh,
a
look,
champion,
like-
bro.
Everybody in the crowd was like, "Oh my god!"
last time
get
I see
away
a
from
guy
me."
do that, it was Stone Cold Steve Austin on stage spitting beer into the air, right?
Oh, I feel it. Oh, wait, you're saying he fucking did that?
Oh,
like
he
Oh,
did
yeah.
the Stone Cold.
Yeah,
bro.
Oh,
he did,
dude.
If
I
he would
just-
have had it in a can, he would have gave a hell yeah.
Dude, I feel it. He kind of was like, it kind of was the equivalent of like shotgunning a 40, you know? Because
yeah.
she let that shit,
Yeah, that was,
Like
that was
yeah.
a beer bong moment for sure.
He's like
Oh
the
my
guy's like
God.
tasting. He's tasting the piss. He's like, lemon, cayenne pepper, birth control
like
pills.
Biodome.
Just-
Biodome. Remember
Alright.
Biodome was like, keep
Yeah.
going, keep
Yeah.
it going,
Hmm.
keep cruising.
I really just cannot state enough the velocity that it came out of this
my
woman. Like, I just like,
it was
For
like
me,
watching.
it was the content.
It was like watching
Yeah.
a cat go pee. If you've ever like
Oh,
accidentally
yeah.
witnessed that, it's
Yeah,
just
it's
like
right.
terrible.
Set accident.
Like full velocity
It
is
was-
terrifying.
You could tell
He's
she
getting
had to
cheesed.
go. That came out
Yeah.
so fast.
and it's like,
I was like, poor girl's kidneys, and like she just
Hey,
had to do it.
yeah.
She
Where
had
do you
to
get-
do
she
she's
it.
had
married.
to go, and they probably had 2 more songs left.
there was a Rage Against the Machine
know she's
song
that
too. They
girl,
were
though,
playing.
man.
And this is
Oh.
Rockville.
They were playing a Rage Against the Machine. They're in Florida. She's off the Long Island, bro, and she's just feeling herself. She's like, "I did it. I'm a rock star.
Right.
I'm a piss on someone, bro."
Oh,
That's-
no, you know this started way
Dude,
earlier.
Like,
this
who
year.
was this man though?
Yeah.
Is he a paid actor?
I
Think
doubt it.
about
bro.
how that's
I
gonna
think he's an
catapult
eager.
them, though.
Yes.
Oh,
he
yeah.
had a what is it called, a GoPro, on him.
This is the type
Oh,
of life we live
really?
in.
Yeah.
where-
We've not
where a
seen
lead
that
singer
angle
can
yet.
pee on a man on stage and catapult their group into superstardom.
Right?
Yeah.
At first,
right?
the group though wanted nothing to do with. Like they were immediately. all
They were
appalled.
pissed, bro.
Like it's
They
like
were all
hands
upset.
off, not it, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody kicking her out.
And
though.
then iTunes spiked, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? Let's do it again next week."
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
they went to be the new Guar, right? All of a sudden now they're just all over.
Except
people.
instead
Oh
of
my
blood,
God.
it's piss.
Yeah,
Well,
that's right.
dude, yeah. I mean, if you can't piss on someone in Florida, where can you at this
Right.
point?
Honestly,
Right,
bro.
right.
Florida's the
Texas,
last
It's a
apparently.
beacon of
bastion.
freedom.
I mean,
It's the
yeah.
last place you can go and get pissed on by a rock star chick, bro. Like
Facts.
it's the last beacon of America.
Yes.
Last time I got pissed on was an airport. The dude was too close to me in the urinal, right? So it's like,
Oh no.
I gotta go through that. Right? It's gonna happen somewhere. Right?
Yeah.
I love how the last time though implies that this is a thing that has recurred throughout your life.
For sure, the next concert's gonna have Gallagher shields, right? They're all gonna
Oh yeah.
they're all
Ponchos,
gonna have ponchos.
Oh,
and
it's
shit.
going in the act.
It's like it says on the tickets, caution, front row gets wet.
Yeah.
Splash zone.
Full disclaimer,
Old
splash
face.
zone.
Old Faithful goes off at 9:15.
Right. She should have just said, no, that wasn't piss. That was just squirt.
I know,
And you
I
can't
was-
discriminate against me because that would be
it's female
bad. Yeah.
empowerment.
This is sex work is real work, and we're doing real work up on stage
Hey,
tonight.
she's doing wet work up on
Yeah.
stage, bro. That's what that is.
That's good.
I couldn't
That's
help but
terrible.
think if
Hey,
like velocity
as far
was
as a
gonna be
grade
the
though,
same.
I give it an A+.
Yeah, that was.
She did it.
It was awesome to watch, and I was kind of envious.
kind of a fever dream type
Yeah,
thing,
but
you know.
the color was a little off for me. I think she needs to get checked out, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she looked a
you
little
probably need
dehydrated.
Need some
right?
more water. in your
Looks like Red
diet,
Bull.
a little-
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jokes.
Oh man. Goodness gracious.
All right, what do we got next?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I think
All right.
we've
First of all,
oh, yeah.
look, she's fine.
Yeah, she is hot
She's
as
bad
fuck.
as
That's
fuck.
what
What I
Wow.
was saying.
I cannot lie.
I'd let her pee on me.
Like literally,
Yeah.
that kid.
Keeping it real.
Just keeping it 300.
Come on.
I mean,
Ow.
yeah.
Come
I mean,
on.
It's
yeah.
like if I was gonna do it from anybody.
Come on.
Hey.
Come
Yeah.
on.
It's mostly sanitary. I mean,
Yeah.
You know what else
Yeah.
is sanitary?
you know.
Guys, like,
Oh
I'm
my
never-
god. Don't even.
Dr.
Meconium.
Pee-Pee, dude. Oh, don't even say
Oh,
it.
let the memes come.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, they're coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
good lord. I thought this was the most appropriate meme for this segment.
Sometimes Illuminati Corporation, or Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
Wait.
It is
oh.
Illuminati.
It's Illuminati, yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't.
Yeah,
That's how long I've followed them.
It's somebody's. The Illuminati actually have it like trademarked, so you can't use that.
Oh,
okay,
These guys are a psyop, by the way.
It's a low key
Yeah.
trademark,
Hey.
but you can't use it. Yeah.
Just looking at you, Illuminati.
Yeah, good job.
Damn it! Now I'm a look. Yeah, thanks. Fuck.
It's kind of a brain fuck. a little
You
bit.
guys are a psyop. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Love you guys, but you're a psyop.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
really
that's
are like the
Illuminati.
Illuminatico. That's what they were.
They're a CM&M.
Their social network is pretty like wild, especially some of the propaganda pieces they do. I'm like, damn.
I know.
Y'all are
it's
really
like-
pushing it
yeah.
for meme page, but you
Stay
know.
on the piss content, Illuminati. Stop getting political.
political,
Too political.
bro. Too
Unfollow.
Political, unfollowed.
Keep
I
it
feel
with
like
the
it's
piss.
gonna
I like
last-
it.
It's gonna last as long as
I
like
like-
the Vin Diesel
Yeah.
memes, right? It's gonna last that long.
One of
Yeah,
my
this is a phase.
Yeah.
Oh,
Piss
God,
is
I was
not right
annoyed
wing or
at,
left
like,
wing.
The corporate push for the Vin Diesel memes was insane, though.
oh my god, I know, dude.
Like all the sponsored posts by all the big meme pages were coming out like at the same
Family.
time.
Right.
Yeah.
What
Basically,
happens?
it's a
I mean,
good
where do you
idea.
go from here, though? You know what I mean? Like Gallagher, it was big old watermelons, and he's smashing all like 50 watermelons to try
Right,
to
yeah.
get people to come to the show again, right? I mean, somebody's gonna turn on the sprinklers at some point. You know what I mean? It's gonna be serious.
It was inevitable.
No, it's weird because you're like, yeah, it's like this is like a G.G. Allen show, but I have a boner. It makes sense this time.
Oh god,
Oh man.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
Is it a
Oh,
confused boner or is
Oh,
it
dude.
a perfectly reasonable one?
It's like
Yeah.
that Whitest Kids You Know skit where they go to the punk show and the dude just like starts cutting himself and then like pissing and shitting on stage and they're like, I don't know if this is punk, dude. Would your mom
Yeah.
like it? No.
No.
That's
So
fair
therefore,
point,
yeah. Exactly. Cool. All right.
All right.
So Will. Oh shit.
I took ayahuasca, psychedelic ayahuasca 14 times and called in a shaman to fix my love life.
Damn.
He took 14 times in Peru, causing him to float deep into outer space after he shot out a shaman. I mean, it's just the same thing twice.
Talk about a major existential crisis in your
Bro,
life.
Wow.
homeboy got cucked, bro, bad.
Yeah.
Like, he's just getting dragged through the fucking asphalt, bro.
Yeah.
By her son's friend.
Man.
By her son's friend.
I hate
That's
to
so
see this
brutal.
happen to such a legend.
No,
I
man.
know.
I still
no.
love you, Will Smith.
Listen, man, that's all that woman. That's all.
She's
that woman.
crazy.
No,
She's
yeah.
a psycho, bro.
It's
She's
bad.
bad, bro. No, because she was trying to get on
just
that
see
shit
him,
too,
though.
where she's like, the Oscars are racist because y'all didn't give me an Oscar. And it was like, your movie fucking sucked, bitch. Like, you know.
Oh my god.
No, I remember that there was the Oscars so white hashtag or whatever, and then they looked into it, and then it was actually turns out it's like no, it was like black people won about 14% of the awards, and it's like so about perfect with the
Yeah.
the corresponding population amount. It's like okay,
Yeah.
And it's like she was dragging, like, first of all, I think both of them were definitely gaining something financially by slamming their shit through the mud and airing their dirty laundry.
Yeah, I feel like that's
I
what
got
they
it,
get
I
the
got it.
Oscar for, right?
The Oscar for it? Yeah.
I think that's what they get the Oscar for.
yeah,
In
for
fact,
fucking just telling all the
I
bullshit.
think Will Smith's acting that he's okay with it. At the red table, looking her in the eye, having a conversation. It's like, okay, we all came here. It's all in the air. Everybody sees it.
I think I do
That-
think.
Yeah, you know,
That's
some-
hard to keep in, man. The stuff he
Man,
probably
some
did.
Yeah.
some explosive had probably happened in their relationship, man.
Oh,
that
yeah.
that really tore it apart. And then They just decided they wanted to fix it
Didn't-
or try to.
Yeah.
It goes
didn't
to
they
show you,
like
a
both
nuke- a
cheat on
nuke-
each
a
other?
nuke could go off, and you
Or like
Dude,
Jada
I'm
like
sure.
publicly admitted to cheating on Will Smith, and now
With
she's like, no, I
August
have trouble
Alsina.
trusting him.
like,
And
let's
Will
not-
Smith is just like,
Let's
Well,
not pretend like Will
They had
Smith.
an open
she's
relationship
afraid
from what,
of the,
from
the
what they're
pendulum
saying. You know,
swinging back in the other direction.
Right.
you
I
know?
feel like they're just saying that though because Will Smith is like trying to save face, but that's not really how he like felt about it. You know?
I
no,
feel like
Will was seen with other women.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
I mean,
so.
Fresh
I
Prince
don't really
been a
know
Fresh
though,
Prince
like-
for a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's been happening. For
I
a
just
while.
seen the memes with the like pure fucking despair on his face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think
Well, I mean-
all of that was played up though. You feel me?
Or,
It's like
yeah.
he was not like.
Maybe
let's
that's-
Well,
not
think about
act
it,
like
it's
Will
all
Smith was
open.
getting his, bro. Like Will Smith, come on, he was out there getting his. Like
Yeah, I
you
feel
know, I
like-
don't think he'd be fucking not
Yeah.
living it up. You know.
Right.
But no, what they did say was the last straw or whatever was he tried to throw like some like hella bougie birthday party for her or whatever, and she was like, "This is not what I want. This is not good for the spirit," and like being on her fucking like fake
Doesn't
spiritual
spark
shit.
joy.
Yeah, this doesn't bring joy to me.
Dude,
and like
Where's
fucking,
my shaman?
yeah, and so he was like, you know what? I'm fucking. He was like, I'm fucking done. I'm going and I'm doing ayahuasca. Like, and he's like, I'm dipping. And that's why too. There's that.
I'm hitting
I didn't.
next level.
Has
Yeah.
anybody? Has the
Yeah.
new movie came out? King Richard.
no.
What is that? Is that a new
In
movie with
new
them?
Will
or-
Smith?
His
yeah.
new movie is
yeah.
he
He
plays
had a book
Rich
came out, Will.
Richard Williams, the father of Venus and Serena Williams.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's not the best actor out there, but I've always appreciated his movies.
He's
Dude,
a great actor.
Yeah, he's one of
He's
my
so
idols,
good.
man. I love Will Smith.
Yeah, I mean, look,
I do really like him,
everybody's got their opinion, right? I think Will
Right.
Smith's played so many different roles.
They might be
you know?
acting right now. You
Right.
never know. That's how good he
Like I
is.
said, that Red Table acting was amazing.
I think
I think that was like acted up.
I think he's a
Flared
good
up.
actor.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's had
For
his
ratings.
magnum opus moment yet. You know what I mean? Where everybody's like, "This is undeniably just like a great film."
Oh,
Like
no,
I feel like
he
when
definitely
like
has.
Leonardo DiCaprio got the,
multiple
times.
the Oscar
Ali.
for Revenant.
Ali.
He had
was like-
Ollie. What was
Ali
that
was-
one when it was with his kid and he was
The Pursuit of Happiness.
yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the one? Pound of Flesh or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
those-
7 pounds.
7 pounds.
And
Those,
then-
those movies were incredible.
Then there was the
He did-
sci-fi one that sucked ass.
yeah,
with
I
his
forget the
son.
name.
We all have.
After
them, right?
for tomorrow. After
They all
tomorrow.
have
Yeah,
They all
that
have-
tanked.
I wanted to
That
like
sent
it
the,
so
that
bad.
sent the
I
young
liked
boy
it.
into
It was for what
depression
it
too,
was,
from what I
right?
hear.
But he was such a dick in that movie. It was hard to. It was hard
Hey,
to
we all go
get
through
behind
it.
him.
But what about motherfucking Men in Black and Independence
Hey,
Day?
hey,
You feel me?
hey,
That was a
Independence Day was the
classic,
shit.
like
Independence Day.
classic
Yeah.
movies,
That'll go
bro.
down in history as one of the
Yeah.
best sci-fi movies.
The fact that-
Yeah.
I think both of them, bro. I love the first Men in Black. Like that shit's classic.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the villain
Funny.
too, the Roachful too. He's like hella creepy and shit, and
The
like
dog, the damn pug.
Oh,
man.
classic.
yeah,
Yeah.
Frank.
I think-
Pug smoking a cigar.
Yeah, Frank.
I think Will Smith has been in more like he's been in a lot of great like blockbuster movies, but not as many like
Films.
serious films.
I could see him like having like
Yeah.
an entirely new like wave of like hot streak because of going through all this, you feel me? And like
Sure.
coming back to acting with a different perspective and hopefully taking on cuz something his roles have always been very like safe almost, if that says he's like, I'm Will Smith and I'm gonna be a good guy and I'm gonna like have like I feel like if he played a character with some edge kind of going through some shit,
Shark
he could
Tale, dude. Come on.
Yeah, if only if only Suicide Squad wasn't like a weird, you know.
PG
Like-
PG-15 like yeah. Cuz
Like, I
don't
he
even
could have
watch
been
him.
I liked him as Deadshot in that movie, but
He did
If it
good.
ain't rated R, I ain't watching.
We
The
have to-
moment he picked up the
Yeah,
gun,
yeah,
he's like, "Oh,
basically.
y'all effed up, right? Like you guys, this is actual ammo in here. You guys are stupid, right?"
Yeah.
Like you think
Wild
about,
Wild West.
Think about what
That
he's
was a
played.
great
That was gonna be my point, right? Think about
Rust
what he's
even?
played. He's played serious roles, comedic roles.
Mhm.
He's played suave roles. He's played,
Mhm.
you know, freaking badass, you know, just shoot you in the face roles.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
The guy's kind of done a lot
Fresh
of different
Prince of
stuff.
Bel Air.
He's done
You know,
a
you
lot.
get like, okay, you get Jackie
out, like,
Chan. What's he
7
going to be doing?
albums.
Right? What's
Yeah.
Jackie Chan going to be doing? He might be funny. He's Mr. Miyagi now, right? Okay, he's the new Mr. Miyagi. When you go to Jet Li, what's he going to be doing? When you go to Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Yeah.
right? These
Let's not forget Will.
Mark Wahlberg. When has that guy not acted in the same movie every freaking movie? Right?
Yeah,
Right.
Right?
kinda true.
But a guy like Will
He's got a
Smith,
good,
he's,
good diverse.
he
yeah.
remi- To me, he kind of reminds me of
Either action or funny with Mark Wahlberg.
right.
Yeah,
right.
he does
And
get
he
kind of
doesn't-
typecast a little bit there.
Yeah,
think
he's always
about
the
it.
Boston guy.
Yeah,
that's
exactly,
true.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
But I mean,
But
he's
let's not
authentic.
forget Will Smith had
He's always a cop. He's
the
always,
summertime hit that is still
Yeah.
a summertime
That's
hit.
true. That is
Every
true.
year it's
Yeah.
on Billboard.
Yeah.
And And let's not forget he had Get Jiggy with it.
That's true. That's true.
So he's had all this success. Why does he need to be fixing his love life with ayahuasca? But I'm
just chasing Tupac.
Yeah, right, exactly. So isn't that the thing? Isn't
That's
that what
haunted him
that's
his
like
whole
haunted
life.
him?
Yeah.
Where, so Jada fucked Tupac back in the day.
It's not like
they had like a thing. Like,
yeah, they had a thing like they were like soulmates.
Right.
he just took it. He took it extra personal, I guess. You know,
He's like,
Of
I'll never
course.
be what
You living
Tupac
in the
was.
shadow
But it's like,
of
but
a
you're
man.
alive.
he's arguably more successful, has more like
Oh,
net
yeah,
worth,
for sure. For sure.
more media distribution, all that fun stuff. So
Like his
you know.
music was okay, but his acting that's what he does.
I
right?
think
Right.
Will Smith is the one that shot Tupac.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
shit.
Shit.
Oh, makes sense.
You heard it here.
Bro, we need the X Files.
Where's Mulder? Let's get this figured.
Dude,
We'll get it in the
fucking.
edit.
I feel it though.
Come on, David, help us out, buddy.
You know, and I think it's time, Will Smith. I think it's time. Let Tupac go, bro. Let the goods of
Let
Tupac
him
go.
man.
Yeah.
Because you know where Tupac really is hiding.
I would say that for
Tupac.
the entire rap community. It is time.
Yes, I feel
The
it.
guy's amazing. He was
Cause
like, I
Biggie
get
and
it.
Tupac
I
can
get
go
it.
into the Hall of Fame now.
That's right.
I know.
Let's focus
Great
on
eyebrows.
somebody
Let's focus
else.
on other dead rappers like DMX.
I know, we got
all
MF
right,
Doom
all right.
now,
Come on,
like-
we got other ones we need to
Dude,
lift
they're
up.
dropping like flies these days.
Right.
Dude, it sucks.
I'm still like, I can't get over that one right
Oh
there.
yeah, Mac
Oh,
Miller.
yeah. My boy.
That fool's
Mac
drug.
Miller,
Hey,
there
this
you go.
we've been kind of putting this story out, but that fool's
Yeah,
drug dealer
he got
pled
charged.
guilty. Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the story we missed last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, crazy shit, bro.
I think he felt that guilty, even though he didn't
Yeah.
even know he was getting it. You know,
Right.
You
He
can't
would've
just
never
That's why
take
you
out
can't
like
trust it nowadays. I mean, it's
No.
crazy.
you can't take out just such like a bright fucking spark in this world and not feel some kind of remorse, because Mac Miller
Right.
wasn't just like
Yeah,
a rapper. He was just genuinely like a good dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Mac Miller.
R.I.P. All right, let's see what's
Yeah,
coming
let's
up
see what's
next
here.
year.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck
Yeah.
yeah! There we go. We were just talking about this.
So
Finally
yeah,
got
you
there.
know,
We finally
as,
got there.
Yeah, as you guys know, it's funny because we were talking about this. We've literally been covering the Kyle Rittenhouse shit like since it started, like when we started this podcast, and it's still going on. And I don't know if unless there might be an update in the middle of this fucking broadcast, but there'll probably not
right.
about the
Yeah,
jury because
no.
it's like right at the last step here. But yeah, if you guys didn't see the other day, the prosecutor demonstrated the AR-15 that Kyle used so unsafely up on. He pointed it in the stand towards a packed courtroom.
Wow.
Finger on the trigger. Great. He went to the same gun safety class as
As
Alec
Alec
Baldwin.
Baldwin.
I think
Yeah.
it's brilliant. I
Wait,
think it's brilliant. I
so-
think it was brilliant. I think it is brilliant. One, you're trying to get all of these people to believe that looking down the barrel of a gun is an unsafe scenario. Because what it does is it put this guy. Why would he ever do that? Why is this guy doing it to me? I hate it. Right? And
Mm-hmm.
To me, it was brilliant. I think it was stupid.
Yeah.
It was stupid. As a
I
gun
think-
owner, it's incredibly unsafe and
Yeah.
irresponsible. But I think it was brilliant. Like I could
That's the
see
prosecutor
I could see
now?
Keanu Reeves.
That
doing
is the
this in courtroom.
prosecutor.
No, that's the prosecutor,
mean?
man.
Yeah.
It's brilliant for Kyle Rittenhouse
Yeah.
if you're trying
well,
to
he's
get.
prosecuting. What he's trying to get the people, everybody, to see is the type of fear it would be if you're the person staring down so that you're looking at it.
But
like,
it didn't
like-
work in his favor.
No, he tried to turn
yeah.
everybody into the victim, right?
Yeah.
And instead, he's just really stupid.
Isn't it
Everybody
sad?
probably started feeling for the kid at that point, like, dang,
Major backfire
yeah,
moment.
major backfire moment.
No, everybody's
Yeah.
trying not to get shot, right?
Yep.
It's like I can't worry about what you're trying to tell me right now. I'm trying not to get shot.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's all-
okay. I could tell you from experience, it's really difficult to think straight when there's a gun pointed at
Yeah,
your face.
yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
I've been
Like
there.
you
I've
got
been there.
you got half the courtroom pulling out their wallets and shit. It's
Right.
like insane.
Yeah, I think
I'm just taking the watch off and read it.
Right.
If this doesn't work out for you, prosecutor, I got you covered. Don't worry.
bad news.
it's just bad that this is the kind of shit they're having to like resort to, all these like dramatic big gestures. This fool's been acting like a bad guy lawyer
Shapiro
in a
or
movie.
something.
You feel me? Like literally like a bad guy, like a movie version
Right.
of a lawyer that's
Right.
just doing a bad job. Like it's been
Right.
really sad that like this fool's. I mean, first of all, that's just not okay. It's like you can't put in your fucking finger on the trigger of a gun, like and
yeah,
shit.
not like
That
You
tells
know,
you.
man.
That tells you. It's
Hilarious.
he's
He
a
has no
person who has
idea.
no idea what he's holding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
He's-
and it's
he has
like
no experience. He's going for effect. He's being dramatic. He's literally the guy that Keanu Reeves went against in like A Few Good Men. Right?
Right.
Right? It's
like-
just like a guy sitting there like crap in the bed.
That'll
That's
get you
what it
kicked
is.
off every gun range in the United States
Yeah.
of
Oh,
America.
yeah,
If not the
absolutely.
world. If not the world.
Right.
And
No,
somehow
that
he's
feature
just
on the
doing it in a
trigger,
courtroom.
that'll get you shot.
Yeah.
That'll get you shot. for
The
sure.
one
that
thing
thing
is
a hair trigger, man.
before displaying it was
Oh, yeah, it's made to be reactive, right? I mean,
Mhm.
that right there, if that had something in it, somebody would have got shot for sure.
Oh yeah.
for him
Yeah.
doing this. I wonder if he actually showed the whole crowd that hey, there's nothing in the chamber, like actually displayed guns.
Probably
there.
not.
he
I don't
doesn't
think
have
this
a
guy's
clip
ever
in,
shot
you
a
know?
fucking gun in
Well,
his
I
life.
think this thing's been playing live on court TV, right?
Yeah, and I remember
Yeah.
the other
Yeah,
day
yeah,
he was
yeah, it has
like,
been. Yeah.
he was like, oh,
And replayed
these-
over and
he's
over.
like, so your gun was loaded with hollow tip bullets, right? And those explode on impact, and it's like, no, they
No,
fucking
they
they
dissipate.
don't. They yeah,
Yeah,
they
spread
not
out.
explode. They
Yeah, spread out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Expand.
expand. Yeah, but he
Right,
said
and they're not
explode, and it's
hollow
like,
point- they're not
does the
hollow
guy-
points, were they? I thought they
Right.
were like 223s or something.
right?
He used full. Did he use Full Metal 556? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, those are so those are high powered rounds, right? Those are not
Mhm.
hollow points.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
meant to go long distances, far distances. They're small pointed rounds. It's weird. That's
Right.
what it's
Right.
Well, dude, and it's like, I don't even know. It's
By
like,
the way, those can also break apart because they're small bullets.
Yeah,
Well,
they,
that's
like,
what they're
sliver.
saying too.
Little
Is like
pieces.
with that rifle he had, it's like they're trying to say like, oh, he were instead of using hollow because he was using Full Metal, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So they're trying to say that because you're using Full Metal, you intended to kill multiple people because you were intending to like shoot through people and stuff.
Right.
No, it was because I was shooting a weapon in one direction. People happen to be that way.
Well,
right?
if you
Right.
got to shoot someone, you better make
Yeah.
sure that they're gonna go down, or else you just created a whole fucking situation.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not it's not a good situation that happened. Period. Because like we were even saying earlier, it's like you got people that think they're like playing like almost like like spirit of vengeance. This is justice here, and then you got people that are being like, I'm vigilante. I need to go above the law and stand out there and protect my ground. And it's like you don't want either of those things. You don't want people that feel like they need to destroy shit, and you don't want
Yeah.
people that feel like they need to be armed
Well,
and protected.
Yeah,
You know,
I
they
feel
say
like
it's like
our
they need to keep the
Deeper
shit under
issue than what they
control.
were out
I-
there
yeah,
for.
I
you
feel like I
know?
learned this lesson when I was like 5, right? Two
Right.
It's
rights-
really not
two
hard.
rights
Like
don't make a wrong, right?
Yeah.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
But in this new world, two
Yeah.
rights don't make a wrong, but it makes it even. You
No,
know,
it's
that's the
weird. It's
mentality
like,
of the
don't,
new
because
world.
you saw that lady
Yeah.
on there who's the lady that was the activist talking about, protect the building, not the streets, right? And the point she's making is, stay out of the street, stop trying to be a vigilante, protect this building. I kind of think it's all stupid, right? I mean,
Right, they had some of them guys on there talking about fuck
Yeah.
with it and find out. Some of the,
yeah.
you know,
It's like you
right.
just
they were
come
egging them
on,
on. You know, the
And you got the 17-year. This is the tragedy beyond this, right? Is you got this kid. Somebody gave a freaking AR-15 to at 17 years old, right?
well, he's from
Yeah.
the country, man. A lot of
okay,
kids
but
got
who's
ARs.
hunting deer with AR-15s? Well, maybe I guess.
lot
I
of
think it's a
people-
pretty relatively common.
It's
Yeah.
very
like
I-
that's a
yeah.
standard.
But
you
that's
know.
the
But he's
thing,
by
what-
himself with all these people. What I would do is I would charge every one of those MFers with contributing to the delinquency of a minor, right? Because this kid is underage. He's with a bunch of adults, and he's supposed to be hunt. He can't hunt by
Mhm.
himself at 17 years
Yeah.
old, right? He can't hold a firearm by himself without adult supervision at 17
Right.
years
It
old.
depends on the state rules.
Yeah, I was gonna
California-
say.
or, yeah, well, I guess it depends. yeah,
Because I know in North
yeah.
Carolina where I live, them boys be out there at 9, 8, 7 years old shooting guns with their parents.
Yeah, so
Right.
it also depends on if they're on their own private property. There's differences, right?
Yeah,
Right.
What I'm
believe
saying
for-
is the law
yeah.
for carrying a weapon openly,
Oh,
like
yes,
he
yes,
is,
correct,
right?
correct,
Is you
correct.
can't do it without parental supervision in a controlled scenario when you're 17 years old. I think every one of those people who brought that kid there, the guy who used to be the politician who put the Facebook invite, who allowed this child to be on the street to
Mhm.
begin with, all need to have
Yeah.
charges for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think it was
we need
definitely.
to discourage the rioters and the people burning down their neighborhoods. We also need to discourage
Yeah.
these idiots for creating these scenarios.
Yeah.
Well, but so many
Yeah.
people want to talk shit from the sidelines. It's like, well, you know what? I would never
Yeah.
do something irresponsible like that, like try to stop
Like
people from
create a
burning
You
down.
never know what you
But
do
it's
until
like
you got to
it's-
do it.
Well, it's like you
Well-
know what I
well,
did
that
instead
kid
is I
didn't
just
want to
stayed
shoot, buddy.
inside my fucking house and did nothing while
Something-
my neighborhood burned down, and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
I-
act all
I-
superior about it on
I-
Facebook. It's like,
I
okay,
po-
great, you did nothing in the face of.
I
You
po-
shouldn't go out and be a vigilante, but
What are you
I
intending
popped
to do?
off about this
half
shit,
of those
dude.
people don't live in that state or in that city, but they're there protecting somebody's random business. Why?
Well, I think
Well,
part
I
of the
think
problem
it's
too is
not
what
your
they.
business.
I'm sorry,
Stop
Eli.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
What one of the things that they were trying to get him on
Can I
was
get one of those
crossing
beers, or-
state lines with the
yeah.
weapon too, because he does live in the tri-state area. So traveling between these locations is like a 15-20 minute drive for him. So it's not like he's going out of his way necessarily.
It's like,
he just lived
hey, it's
in-
almost like if someone
the
lived
border.
in Washington and they went to Oregon, like in
Oh, yeah.
Portland, Oregon, where the same
Right.
thing happened for fucking 6 months. There was riots
Yeah.
and violence,
right.
and somebody got shot there too by an Antifa fool because
just
he
being
thought
a
he
Trump
was just for
supporter.
being a Trump supporter,
Shot
not
in
for
his
fucking
face.
shot in the fucking head.
Yeah.
And then the feds fucking
that.
raided him and they killed him. And they said, and they rioted over them doing that when this dude lied to the police, lied about what happened too, versus Kyle Rittenhouse, who got in an altercation with a fucking, a
Person trying to assault
diddler,
him.
a meth head diddler who just got out of prison and who was mentally ill. And then everybody tried to fucking bombard him, so he shot a couple people to defend himself and immediately turned himself in. How is that not How is that not completely different than Rosenbaum? No, not Rosenbaum. What was that one fool? I can't remember that fool's name who shot the Trump supporter in Portland. But
yeah.
that shit got glossed over. Nobody wanted to talk about that.
Yep.
Nobody wanted to talk about that.
I didn't
But-
even hear about it.
Well,
It's not
they
been
pick
in
and
the
choose.
news. Nobody talks about it. Never went to court.
They
right?
pick and choose their cases based
Guy
on
got
who
the
they
plea
can
out.
make a martyr of and who they can make an example
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
So
Well, and it's
Kyle
like-
Rittenhouse represents more than
Well,
like.
also a
I
Trump
hate-
supporter getting shot in the face is kind of what they wanted to do to Trump at the moment, right? So
Yep.
for them, it's representational of their feelings, right?
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
I think that's your point. Made the point earlier about it's fair. It feels like it's fair when
Yeah.
one side can be just as crazy as
Yeah.
the next. And I think that's the important part is that when people look at these issues, the part that pisses off most of America is this unbalanced scale, right? It's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking wild. We'll see what happens. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, the jury, given all the information they've seen at this point, there's no way that they can, in their heart of hearts, say this guy should go to fucking jail for 25 years or whatever
absolute
for
sicko.
murder.
I don't think.
But
I don't
in
think
the
that
back
much
of
time.
their heads, they're like, but
Yeah.
if I do this, my city's gonna fucking burn down again, and I'm gonna be on the hook, and they're gonna start trying to
Every
dox.
building materials company in the area is like,
I know,
"All
they're
we're
like,
selling
okay."
plywood,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We got extra
On
plywood.
scene.
Great,
Right.
I'm glad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
We'll see. We
But,
have to watch.
Yeah, we'll see, because this is more like it's almost
Walmart
it's
Okay,
more
like
than
this
just
something I want to say too, though, is that it's I am so sick of people being like, he's a white supremacist and try to throw the racial angle in this. It's like, I just want to say, this
gonna
fool
happen.
Rosenbaum
Yeah.
really sounds like just the epitome of the kind of person that in my life I have seen and have caused me the most disdain and furiosity towards people in general. This fool is a
Yeah.
fucking sex offender. This fool is a mentally ill piece of shit.
Sex
this fool
offender
just
is
got
putting
out
it
of
lightly,
prison.
too.
He's over here fucking, screaming the N-word and telling people, I'm gonna fight you, motherfucker, this is that. It's like,
Yeah,
I feel like
there
there's
were women, and they're like, "Hey, you're gonna get us all shot. Stop it,
Dude,
She said
straight
it,
up,
minutes before.
Yeah,
it happened.
like
yeah.
I had said earlier, man. The night that happened, I posted a Facebook post that said, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
Yeah.
And it couldn't have been more true because there were so many
Yep.
people that went to that just looking for it. They
well,
just-
it's
they
like
just wanted
it's
to-
like you got
Both
that
sides.
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
sides, but it's like you got this crazy, really piece of shit person, and it's like I've had problems with people in my life, it's like they're on meth, they're on,
I
they're
get
fucking cuckoo in the head, they're not taking their schizo medicine,
Schizo.
and they're threatening, they're getting weird, bro,
Yeah.
they're getting all kinds of weird, and it's like, motherfucker, I'll take you out. It's you or me, and I don't care how crazy you think you are, motherfucker. I'll just take you out. Like I'm
Right,
not
yeah.
caring, And it's like this, it's that kind of situation, and it's like, you're in that situation, you're gonna fucking stand your ground with some crazy asshole, and guess what? I feel like if some dude kept screaming at me, I'm gonna fucking kill you, N-word this, N-word that, and ran up on me, and I said, and I have my gun, I'm like, dude, you better stop,
Yeah.
and if I keep running, if
Yeah.
I turn around and pop in the fucking head, dude, it's
No, Eli. Don't you know that the first rule of self-defense is you have to wait before someone shoots you before you can shoot someone
Oh,
else?
yeah.
like
So
it
now,
just makes me
point in
sad
case here,
yeah,
because
like
it's
Kyle's
like
got-
this really is the kind of person that lefties and BLM people hate.
Yeah.
Yet you're fucking like putting it on a pedestal that like he's a white supremacist shooter when he really killed a fucking diddler.
And it's like, you want to see what abolish the police looks like? You want to see what community policing looks like? It looks like fucking Kyle Rittenhouse. He's policing his own community. So if you want more of that,
be careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
Because
the genie's out of the lamp now.
Let me tell you something. When you get out into the other parts of this country, like the South, everybody I mean everybody carries and everybody has guns, you know. So it can get scary if you want to play that game.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's also safer in a way.
Oh, it's much safer.
It's
no
mutually assured destruction. Yeah,
exactly.
It's mutually assured.
The only time anyone's got nuked is when the United States were the only ones that had nukes. Once everybody else got nukes, then there's no more.
Well,
no
that's
more
part
nukes.
of why California's hella wild right now. You'll see people like getting like ridiculous with you out here, and it's like. I don't know. Now, that's like a whole nother thing. But that's what I'm saying too. Though it's like with the Rosenbaum fool, it's like you don't like if you don't think that like it's possible to feel like afraid for your life because of a meth head psycho, then you're privileged. You're lucky that you've never had to be afraid of some fucking tweaker trying to pull some weird shit.
Hey,
you know, that's lucky. Like that's what that is.
And I'll tell you this right now.
Family pulling weird shit.
I'll tell you this right now. This country, everywhere you go, there's gonna be them. You know what I mean?
Especially right now. Especially right now.
This is my issue with this entire scenario, right? It started with a guy getting shot in the back. Arguably,
the Jacob Blake thing, right?
Jacob Blake getting shot in the back by a bunch of cops. It started this riot scenario, which then snowballed into this second tragedy, right? The first tragedy, the guy had a knife, and they always, he had a knife, he's holding a knife. Okay, was he swinging a knife at you? All that, they go to this through thing.
Right, the cop has to wait until they get stabbed.
We skip even after the event happened.
Oh no,
right?
that's the citizen, not the cop.
Yeah. When this guy got shot, I mean, literally, the entire community went from being to watching this live to being this massive powder keg, right? So to me, this led for 48 hours before this event, the second event even happened, right?
Right.
Where the cops had been fighting and pushing back people for 48 hours, and to me, it just seems stupid, right? I get that you want to protect your community, but the cops got it, bro. There's a line.
Let the cops do their
people
job.
Were like, Pookie, we gonna burn this motherfucking down.
But it shows you where the cops' priorities are at too, because they're like, oh well, you know, it's like, hey, there's a black guy with a knife. They're like, right away, sir. You know, we'll be right fucking there.
Ran all the
but
way
then
up to
it's
the
like,
cops
oh,
and
this
didn't get arrested.
Right, but then it's like
his
when the whole
gun.
town is on fire, they're nowhere to be found.
He had his hands up like he thought he was going. He had his hands up with his gun on him, walked, and the guy told him, "Get out of the street, sir. Get out of the street, sir." And it's like, dude, this kid is trying to give himself up. They didn't arrest him till the next day.
Next day. And it's like, don't get me wrong. It's like, don't get me wrong. It's like, I'm not ever trying to come off like a bootlicker, bro. It's like my house got raided by the cops, bro. They didn't show no warrant. Came in at fucking 6 in the morning, you know, banging on the fucking door, guns to our heads, dragged us out of bed, that whole shebang. You know, dogs, brought in the big old dogs. The dogs start fighting with my dogs, you know, like, because my dogs are like, what the fuck is going on, you know?
My house.
You know, so it's like, I'm not, you know, like pro, like, you know, shilling for the cops or nothing, but it's like,
I bet that was a disaster.
That was a whole shebang.
Everything stops. You got to get the dogs apart.
Dude, you already know I can't access any information about that day. You already know they fucking redacted it right away because they were like, ooh, these beaners don't have any drugs. Like, you know, like they were like, these beaners don't have any drugs. We fucked up. Like, we thought they saw
it was Cholula.
They're like, oh man, we didn't get to shoot any dogs.
Yeah, it was Cholula and oregano, bro. You didn't get shit.
He had tahini. He had a lot of tahini in there.
Well, and dude, you know what?
It's like a kilogram of tahini, bro.
Silly.
They were making micheladas.
False alarm. False alarm. No, but just to
not a meth lab.
Modelo looks imported. It came over the border. Nobody.
Oh shit, we've got them. It's the good shit.
And tequila.
Motherfucker.
And you know what's crazy about the shit too is that I saw Don Lemon the other day on CNN. He's like, why would Kyle Rittenhouse be out there with a gun? You know what I would do in a situation like that? Call the cops. And it's like, I thought you fucking hate the cops.
No,
and
first of all, I would have said Don
call
Lemon.
the cops. That's what everyone was probably trying to do, and they didn't show up.
Every cop was there.
Yeah.
Literally.
Every
Who do you
cop was
call?
there.
It's like, okay.
They had the tanks out, the SWAT out.
Hey, how big is
the local? You had the local fucking.
They didn't have any more cops.
No, the cop. Like you asked the guy. So the cop, the chief gets interviewed, right? He said, and they asked him the question: what could you have done to prepare your cops when they went out there these scenarios existed and how to act. He's like, all my people were already out there.
Right.
Like that.
It's
Literally,
it's a small town.
I had,
That's what I was
were
gonna
there.
say. Is how
Prepare
big?
for
How
that.
big is Kenosha?
Not big.
Well,
Like
he was,
if
he
it's
was
smaller
trying to
than
say-
Sac, like.
But they should have
About the same
been.
size.
They should have.
That's what I'm trying. That's
It's
like I'm
pretty big,
imagining
yeah.
because I'm imagining like Sacramento-sized city, but it's not the capital, right?
Dude,
Because
they
like
have
California,
tanks.
we got the
Kenosha
capital.
is the
like-
capital.
Well,
of
you
Wisconsin.
saw they
Kenosha
had
is the capital?
I believe so, yeah.
You saw
Okay.
the SWAT tanks. You saw all of them had shields. I mean, they're pretty.
No, I feel it. No,
like,
I feel it. But I'm
feel
thinking like too,
the-
like
the
how big
militia
is the
couldn't have
city? You
helped.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not super huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see
what else we got going on
We got
here.
another little tag on here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got this Gregory Mckelvey. I don't know who the fuck he is. Some blue check mark. Looks like a homosexual by the profile picture there. Hey, shout out to the gays.
out to
So
the
he
gays.
said, employers, consider giving your capitalized B black employees a day or two off after the Rittenhouse verdict.
So that
Regardless
mean-
of the outcome, it's going to be hard for black people to work, and it isn't fair to expect them to.
I don't
Dude,
understand.
He-
Where
so
are
a white
people?
guy-
already knows
White
it's not going well
people.
for them.
So a
Like,
white guy kills two white guys, black people most affected. Like I
Yeah.
don't. It's,
Uh-huh.
It does
No.
not compute.
Where
And
do
it's-
you see a black person in that picture?
Actually,
Yeah.
the wife. is
we
a
call
black
that white
person.
overcompensation.
Oh, is
right?
Is that a wife?
That's a wife.
Are you sure?
Is that what
and
that
she's
is?
Black.
Sure,
yeah.
it's just not a very feminine
Okay.
man.
No, it's definitely a chick.
Okay.
well,
They both have very
Alright,
nice haircuts.
Well,
We
he's
will
gay
not
anyway.
slander.
Fuck him.
We won't slander Mr. McKelvey, but that was
hey.
My
it's a
wife
very
is
zood.
black.
Yeah, it's a very zood.
Lefty Lucy.
haircut.
Any excuse for a day off?
Nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, there you
I
go.
get it.
I'm
Based
calling
off-
out of work
Hey,
today.
Okay, the
Yeah.
victim complex, I gotta say,
I
is
guess
most prevalent amongst the African American community in America.
Your
Like
words are
out
right.
of any other fucking race, like
Yeah.
They're trying to.
especially
Hey, they're trying to
you can make money
millennials.
off of it.
Hey, they're
Millennials got
trying.
it the
They're
worst.
trying to hype up the native victim mentality, and it fucking pisses me off, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, it's like the Native Americans. It's like, yeah, what happened was shitty, but it's like motherfuckers did not go down without a fight ever at any point. And it's like, bro, we were not kumbaya, all get along. We were badass warrior marauders who roamed the lands, stole from our enemies, and lived like fucking bougie kings. You feel me? Like we're the
No,
Vikings of North America. Like,
Yeah.
do not fucking get it twisted. We're not fucking
Yeah,
white
but I
people.
don't think
Don't get
anybody
it.
can compare.
Don't get what? Anything? Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, that part too. But no, but I'm sick of the victim complex. You feel me? Because it's
Yeah,
easy to get
everybody
caught up in that
gets-
shit. But
It's
it's
easy
like,
to get it.
Yeah, I think
It really
genocide is
is.
a lot
Okay,
different.
okay.
but-
like
They're
you
both
know,
terrible.
like I don't know. Either
you
way,
hang around people like that, and that's what you're gonna get.
yeah.
Victim complex.
Just I don't
Play
know,
with
just
fire.
people trying too hard. Where it's just like every post that they post is just like, hey, remember, I'm not racist. I'm not
Pain,
like
pain
it's-
Olympics, bro. It's
Yeah.
the pain
My
Olympics.
favorite one is I'm not racist. I have a black friend. You know, or
I'm like,
something
look at these
that.
guys. There's something.
I know you got the most. You have the most light skinned ethnic friends of all time, bro.
Well, I would still want to be safe, Eli.
Oh,
my God.
all right. Oh my God, you're fucking funny. Yeah, that's why you don't come over to my house too much, bro. All right,
bro.
all right. Let's
Shall
see
we,
what
move
let's see what
on?
else we
Yeah.
got. Yeah. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Oh, boy.
Star Wars is gonna suck for 3 more years. I don't know if I can handle that.
Nice.
Sounds like 2 or 3 more
Man.
years that I'm not gonna watch Star Wars.
I feel it.
I
You guys-
haven't seen one Star Wars
at
Wait,
all
wait,
ever.
What do you guys hate
Ever
about Star Wars?
in my life.
All right,
I
so
haven't seen
fu-
the list. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. So yes, we're some fucking Star Wars nerds over here.
This guy.
No, what do you hate about it? That's what I'm
No,
saying.
we all
Wait,
we
what?
all are to some
A
degree.
few things, but
I hate everything
Mandalorian
with
was
Disney
amazing.
owning it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What?
Loved Mandalorian. You didn't like Mandalorian?
Mandalorian-
Mandalorian's like the best thing to come out of the entire like Disney owning fucking Star Wars.
Yeah.
But you gotta realize it's like
Yeah.
episode 7, 8, 9. All 3 of those fucking suck.
All I gotta say
Like-
is, if they fuck up Kenobi, the Kenobi story, I'm literally going.
Yeah,
I
I have
think
a hard
that
time
this-
with that one too. Because like, why? How?
Like an Obi-Wan Kenobi
so,
story?
like, has he come back with like no arms again?
Is
What
Luke-
happened?
No. So they're gonna
Is
Obi-Wan-
Luke still in it?
So Luke was in the Mandalorian, and he's
Yeah.
probably gonna be. They're doing a Boba
Wow.
Fett show next. That's like the next thing that's
Oh,
coming
yeah,
out.
I've seen some
I
promotion.
think
I'm
that
down
show's
for
gonna
that one.
fuck, bro. I think that shit's gonna be
I'm
tight.
down for that one.
That'd be
Yeah,
dope.
I've been waiting for some Boba Fett shit for a long time.
That's not
But
some of the child, man. I want to see. That sounded weird. I want to see. I want to see more of Grogu. I want to
Dude,
see more of
you
him
already
doing
know he's
shit.
gonna get like his own movie or something
Oh,
at
he's
some
got
point,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna get a
He got it.
lightsaber. He's
Yeah.
gonna be hopping
I'd
around.
say at 50 years old, he should be able to speak, though. That's all I'm saying.
He's a Yoda person, bro. He's a
He's
Yoda
old.
person.
He's a derby Yoda. at
What
50
is a
years old.
Yoda person?
Nobody knows. They don't have an official name.
Yeah,
as
they
far as
literally
the
don't. They're the
species
only
goes.
two.
Yeah.
There's only 3 in the whole like scene in canon so far.
Canonically,
so
nobody
weird.
knows what planet they come from either. Even though there's like some comics I think that kind of go into it, but
Well, no, even
I'm gonna
in the
have to
even
sit
in the
down and watch
EU,
them.
even in the EU, George Lucas said, "Do not write about Yoda's planet. Do not make anything up. I don't know. It's not. You're not supposed to know,
Yeah.
really. Even
Well, that's kind of what was
Well-
nice about some of the original stuff is there's still a level of mystery to it. It wasn't everything had its own lore and
Well, it's an
everything was
established
over
universe,
explained.
right? You didn't have to
They're
go-
trying.
yeah.
They're like putting down train tracks as they're fucking on the on
Right-
the cart
right behind
going
it.
through this shit.
The-
Yeah.
the idea for the race before the books were actually finalized was that Yoda's race was supposed to be the physical manifestations of the universe, like the
Like the
universe's
Force
will
ones.
Of the
power.
Force.
Well, there's the
basically.
wills
universe
too.
is
There's
fucking
like,
ugly,
There's
dude.
like the wills too, though, and the
Basically.
wills
For
are like
real.
their
Yeah.
own fucking thing. The wills are like big, like force monsters that are like hella like meta and shit.
Yeah.
I still wish that we got to see what George Lucas would have done for like his sequel trilogy, because he said he wanted to make it like an ending for Star Wars, which I know Disney would not want to do that. But it's like he's like I would want to make like a hella big epic arc and then give it some sort of like
That's why I love
book
the
end to
books,
it.
man.
You
The
know.
books were good. They
So,
pulled them out of
okay,
canon. I hated it.
But
So-
anyways,
So Kathleen Kennedy, which ones did she do?
she was like behind like all like the episode 7, 8, 9 shit.
Okay.
And she was the one who was like, Rian Johnson, The Last Jedi is so good. This is exactly what we're trying to do. And it's like everybody, she just, was at the helm for like basically the entire time up until, I mean, obviously it's through 2024. But The Mandalorian was made by like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. They're like a different crew. You
Oh,
feel
incredible.
me?
Yeah,
And
it
it's
was-
all
yeah.
like sub, kind of sub, what's the
Didn't
word?
Jon
Developer.
Favreau do like some of the Marvel
He
stuff?
did Iron Man,
a
yeah,
lot-
and
a
he's
lot
in the
of them,
Iron Man
yeah.
movies,
Right,
yeah.
He also helped with some of the Avengers ones. The guy's incredible.
He's good.
Yeah.
He does good shit, dude. And they got like Robert Rodriguez to come on to help with the Boba Fett show and shit too. So it's like it's gonna be tight. But she's been at the head of it, and she's the one who like really spearheaded like the episode 7, 8, 9, the High Republic shit, making Star Wars all SJW and stuff.
Right.
And like everybody hates her. But what I think they're doing here is, you notice that's only 2 years. That's not, or we're almost done with 2021 here. That's basically only gonna be 2 years by the time that it comes around. 2024. I think they're gonna try and just give her like the 10-year mark to be like, you ran Lucasfilm for 10 years. Congratulations. You're so good. So good. So good. And you're going to
Bye-bye.
walk off into the sunset. Bye-bye. Get the fuck out of here.
He's like, I can't go. I have tenure.
Yeah, right. Well, and then something too is Patty Jenkins right here. That's the chick that did the Wonder Woman movies. They just dumped her movie she was supposed to be doing because
Wonder Woman was actually pretty good.
Well, Wonder Woman was good, but I
first
heard
one was.
I heard Wonder Woman 2 sucked.
Actually,
ass.
I thought the
No,
second Wonder
nothing she
Woman
does
was
ever is
better
terrible.
than the first one.
Really, I need to
Yeah.
see it. I need to fucking make sure for myself. So I know.
I think it's Wonder Woman 84 or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, she
know-
could act in a monologue talking to a paper bag and it would still be gold.
Oh yeah, I know Gal Gadot.
She's amazing.
She's great.
Hey, can I
Uh,
interrupt for a quick second just
yeah.
to mention? They say there's a new Indiana Jones coming out as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
Also, who
And
has
Matrix.
the bottle opener?
Christian.
So I'm actually most interested
wait,
in the Matrix
Shia?
coming out. Matrix 4.
Oh, yeah.
No, I heard Shia's not gonna be in it.
No Shia.
No
Fuck,
Shia.
dude. He got
I heard-
caught up.
Wait, he got caught up.
He got caught up smacking up his girl.
Oh, come on, that's perfect. It would take
She
place in like
pregnant.
the 60s at this point, you know.
Who was this girl again?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Right, he was method
Yeah,
acting.
she's
Just get him a
pregnant.
wife beater t-shirt.
Right.
He'll be fine. He'll be good.
Oh man, there's
Very
a great
fitting.
video of him and a bunch of other celebrities doing like an acting session over Zoom or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're all
Oh
trying
my
to be like
God.
super professional about it, and he's like smoking a fucking joint in
In his
truck,
car, bro.
and, like,
Yeah.
screaming all the parts and just getting like way too into it.
Dude,
And
he
Yeah.
was like killing it too, though. He was
Not
like
vibing
acting
with
the
him.
best out of everyone. What was that? I can't
They
remember.
were
What's that
redoing
one
a
about
scene
his dad?
from
Something high.
He's
Fast
a really
Times at
good
Ridgemont
actor.
High.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, and Shia was Spicoli, wasn't he?
Yeah, they were doing
Yeah.
like a table read.
They were doing a table. Yeah,
Or-
and Shia was Spicoli,
Yeah.
and he was getting high in his car. It's perfect. See, method acting. No, but
Right.
anyways, new
Right.
new
It's
Indiana
funny 'cause
Jones.
it's real.
It's gonna be ass. I think that she's probably gonna get taken. Like, she's probably just gonna be up there for a little while, just for a figurehead, and they're probably gonna get other stuff popping.
Dude, at this point, I'm like, Star Wars kind of suits itself better to the video games and stuff. I'm like, I haven't been as disappointed by
Yeah.
those.
Well, the video game
Oh,
Fallen
yeah,
Order was
Force
sick,
Unleashed. Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Right.
dude. Yeah,
And it's like, they don't care if the movies are ass at this point. They're just like, did we sell a fuck ton of Legos? All right, we're good. We're good.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that I'm still excited for like Boba Fett. I'm still excited for some of the other shit that's coming out.
Expect 2 to 3 more lesbian kiss scenes.
You know what?
Boy.
I'm down. I'm down in the right context. You know,
if it's aliens too.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
All I'm saying is I'm really excited for the Christmas gift Keanu Reeves is giving us in December.
Is that Matrix? Is Matrix Christmas?
Matrix 4 is Christmas.
Holy
It's
shit.
amazing.
I hope it's gonna be good. I really do.
By the renowned Wachowski sisters.
Yeah. Yeah. I will never forgive them, but also I'm kind of stoked to see Matrix 4 after all this time.
Yeah.
You know.
It's almost do a rewatch of all the Matrix movies and the Animatrix. I love the Animatrix.
Is Lawrence going to be in it?
Yeah, I think so.
No. There's another black
Lawrence
guy.
Fishburne.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. I
So-
haven't read it, but there's a different dude.
What happened? Okay, so that kind of plays in with the whole. So right after the Matrix game came out, or not Matrix game, the Matrix movie came out, there was a game that came online. It was like an online open world game.
The MMO,
That was canon, and they kill him in it.
Right. So Lawrence Fishburne's canonically dead in the Matrix.
But is he really?
But
Who
it's
knows?
come on.
Come on, they can make a
Hey,
copy from him, bro.
Yeah.
Isn't
No, they have a
Keanu?
Morpheus.
Isn't
Hold on, they have a guy
Keanu like
playing Morpheus.
canonically dead?
Yeah,
in the
Neo
Matrix?
dies. I'm pretty
we'll
sure.
see.
So what's the deal with that? I
They
mean,
just
yo,
reinsert his body.
Anyways, shout out to Lefty Lucy. She brought up when Shia LaBeouf wore the bag on his head, bro, and he said, "I am not an actor anymore."
yeah.
Hella good.
Oh,
So good.
yeah,
That's like a Jim
right.
Carrey
That was a
moment
while
almost.
ago, yeah.
That was a long time ago, but that was classic. That was when he first lost it.
Wiling out.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Let's keep running.
So we got some space news.
Oh
dude.
yeah, I got space news now.
So the moon, right? The moon's top layer alone has enough oxygen to sustain 8 billion people for 100,000 years. Alongside advances in space exploration, we've recently seen much time and money invested into technologies that could allow effective space resource utilization. And at the forefront of these efforts has been a laser-sharp focus on finding the best way to produce oxygen on the moon. In October, the Australian Space Agency said, and NASA signed a deal to send an Australian-made rover to the moon under the Artemis program with a goal to collect lunar rocks that could ultimately provide breathable oxygen on the moon. That's pretty fucking tight. Although the moon does not have an atmosphere, it's very thin and composed mostly of hydrogen, neon, and argon. It's a sort of gaseous mixture that could sustain oxygen, something. That's a problem. Oh, okay, let's see. That's wild, dude.
That's
that's just more shit.
Same
Yeah,
article,
more shit.
right?
Yeah, same article.
Does this mean we're going to live on the moon soon?
I think China's already there. I think China's on the dark
already
side.
there.
Let's go snort the moon to survive.
I'm
yeah,
down.
if it can give you oxygen, what else you got in there? Yeah. Big old moon rock, crack rocks. Let's go.
So the moon doesn't rotate around the Earth. It just
No, so the moon rotates at the same time as its orbit is the same time as its rotation. So while it's moving around like this, it is turning like this. So it's constantly facing us
which
all
is
the time. If
something,
that makes sense.
It's something that nobody can explain, right? Because tidal locking should not happen in nature because of the laws of entropy.
Here come the
like
flat
everything
earthers.
decays, but for some reason the moon doesn't move like a centimeter every year, doesn't move like a centimeter every 100 years.
No,
it
it's
just
tidal locked.
It just doesn't move,
the
which
thing
is
about
very, very bizarre.
It is slowly moving downward into the Earth. It's like slowly
gravity. It's getting closer.
Yeah, it's like
but its rotation isn't changing.
But the dark side of the moon has always been the dark side of the moon.
I
Yes,
actually
it's
thought that
basically
the,
away
the
from
moon is
us.
getting
No.
farther and farther.
My mind
away.
is
So it's
blown.
cold as fuck out
Well,
on the dark side.
we'll save more moon topics for a conspiracy
Yeah,
files.
we should do a whole
Yeah, right.
So they have
That's right.
cook up some moon rocks. It's
Hell
science, bro. Yes, yes. Lucy with the
Dude,
kill.
can you imagine the moon rocks? How they're gonna be from the moon?
Oh my God, moon rocks on
Growing
the
weed
moon.
with that kind of oxygen.
Dude, oh yeah.
45%.
There's
I'm
so
trying-
much unused
Smoking.
landscape there you could just dedicate to a giant fucking cannabis farm.
So get this. Okay, so some people call the moon's surface layer lunar soil, but as a soil scientist, that's right, I'm a soil scientist. I'm hesitant to use this term. Soil, as we know it, is pretty magical stuff that only occurs on Earth. It has been created by a vast array of organisms working on the soil's parent material, regolith. That sounds like some Lord of the Rings shit.
Sounds like a band.
Derived, right?
Yeah.
Derived from hard rock. Oh, dude, fuck yeah. Over millions of years. The result is a matrix of
Bro,
minerals.
just killing it on this writing
What
article.
the fuck? The result is a matrix of minerals which were not present in the original rocks. Earth's soil is imbued with remarkable physical, chemical, and biological characteristics. Meanwhile, the materials on the moon's surface is basically regolith in its original untouched form. So that shit's just been chilling there.
That is
since
interesting.
the 60s.
It's just like
dust.
straight rock.
Untapped
It's like-
gold.
I used to look at it.
It's like straight rock, just like
Right.
pure like mineral, like not
So,
even like.
right. So it's apparently it's made of 45% oxygen, but that oxygen is tightly bound into the minerals mentioned above. In order to break apart those strong bonds, we need to put in energy. You might be familiar with this
Oh,
if you
we
do
can
not
do
know about
that.
electrolysis. On Earth, this process is commonly used in manufacturing, such as to produce aluminum. An electrical current is passed through a liquid form of aluminum oxide, commonly called alumina, via
Separated.
electrodes to separate the aluminum from the oxygen. So
Yeah,
Sounds like
they're
some
separating-
science, some fancy science bullshit, bro.
it's,
if you ask
not
me.
as fancy as it seems. I mean, like
I bet Dollar General gets to the moon first.
right?
There will be
Yeah,
one there
yeah.
already.
The
Yeah,
moment
there's
they
a
build the dome,
Popeyes
they're
up
like,
there.
At a
they're gonna
McDonald's.
need toilet paper,
Right?
And the
That's so
sheets.
Or
toilet
do
paper
you?
and dollar pints.
Yeah.
Don't drink those, by the way. Get alcohol.
That
poisoning
reminds me
real
of
quick.
last week. We were talking about the astronauts coming down from the space station. They had to. They're coming back in diapers
Diapers.
because
Oh,
the
yeah.
toilet broke on the space station.
Yeah.
So they have
shit's
nowhere to
rough.
shit. So
Good shit.
right
Right,
into
so
the
this,
pants.
this technology exists today, right? The ability to do this already
On-
already
on
exists.
Earth, at
it already
least.
exists. So the issue is getting it there, right? So figuring out how to get it there.
Yeah.
There are other parts is like, so I used to work at a rock quarry. Regolith is something that's created as dust. We get it from the destroying of rocks, right? It just it kind of goes on everything.
Yeah.
Right. And so this is just that's what it is, just a layer of dust particles, right?
yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. Like that have just been chilling up
Yeah.
there.
So
Wait,
for-
wait.
When you-
Don't tell me they sent 3 guys up to the moon. They didn't have a 3-way up there. One of them has at least nutted on the moon for sure. For sure. And NASA likes to lie, and the International Space Station likes to lie and say no one's ever had sex in space, and they're full of shit.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I'm
Chris
surprised.
Hadsworth, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised Elon's kid was formed on Earth, as
Yeah,
far as
right.
we know, and
I'm
that
not sure
he's not a
Elon
space
was born
baby.
on Earth.
So if you're born in space, what do you have citizenship anywhere, or are you just like you're just a man with
You get-
no?
you get
I'm
global
sure. I'm pretty
citizenship.
sure Texas owns the moon.
Oh fuck yeah!
Kinda.
They should.
So I would say answers yes.
They got enough country songs about it. I'll tell you that.
They're like, we ain't wearing no fucking masks on the moon.
Like if you were to be born in space, you would get citizenship to your where your parents, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, this brings up some like questionable territory too, because Ghislaine Maxwell tried to start, a sea-based passport where you would have citizenship to an international waters where it's basically no man's land. But
Illegal
would-
aliens.
Well, like Antarctica,
Right,
right? There's
yeah.
the Antarctica Treaty that prevents anybody from owning a piece of Antarctica. So,
right.
So technically, you shouldn't have to have a passport, or everybody has to have a passport.
But they started
But
as
who
this,
checks
like,
it, right?
this,
Who
like-
checks
You have to have your
passport in
vaccine
Antarctica?
passport to go to the moon.
I know. I was hella saying they're gonna make you get vaccinated to go
Space
to the moon.
COVID.
Okay, that makes more sense than anything I've ever heard, to be so honest.
Yeah, to go to the moon, they're like, let's try to keep
like,
it off
I'm
the
sorry,
new planet. Let's try to keep that one clean.
We got a budding colony that, maybe
Yeah.
maybe you
Let's
just
keep-
might accidentally wipe out the entire
Yeah.
population.
We
and
already
cost
got
us
herpes,
trillions
yeah.
of dollars of infrastructure investment.
Right.
You
let's
couldn't
try
send
not.
anybody there
No.
at
Nope.
that point.
No.
Right?
Yeah,
we
you're
already
right.
have all these occurrences of us going into like undiscovered parts of Amazon and killing an entire population. Right?
Yeah.
You're just introducing ourselves, right?
Right.
So,
Hey, we're here. You're dead now.
You
Goodbye.
guys got
Take these
great
blankets.
land.
Yeah.
Hola.
We're gonna hang out for a minute, see what goes on.
down in the Amazon.
me.
Moon rocks.
Crikey.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's
That's
see
cool.
what yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
pretty wild. Let's hope that works out.
Supersonic.
Staying with
Electronic.
space
Oh
news.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So we got Russia.
Yeah, we're heavy on the space news
The
this week. We
space
like
race is
normally don't
back.
talk about this
Space
kind of
news.
stuff.
Hey, the space race really is
Elon's
back
happy.
right now, dude. Like, I haven't felt like this. Like, there's been hella space shit, like, since a time that wasn't even going on when I was alive, if that makes
Right.
sense. Like, because it was like
Since
full.
the Challenger blew up.
Dude, I wasn't even alive for the Challenger blowing up. I was alive when they did the there was the one. Do you remember those? The plane was flying the shuttle back over. It was like flying it to DC or something, but it flew it over our high school, and so we all like went out
Oh,
and like
yeah.
they were flying the shuttle around. There was that.
I remember that.
But like, there's more shit going on right now. Like this right now is kind of crazy. This happened when we were in like 6th grade too. But yeah, these fools are testing out fucking space weapons, bro. How to fucking blow up satellites and shit. And so they blew up one of their old satellites with the space rockets that they have, and now it's causing problems for the rest of the fucking space stations. If you want, you want to read the article.
Yeah,
if
let's
you
check
wanna
it
do that.
out. So we got Russia blows up a satellite, creating a dangerous debris cloud in space. The field of debris may be passing the International Space Station. Man. This morning, Russia destroyed one of its own satellites with a ground-based missile, creating thousands of pieces of debris that have spread into Earth's orbit, according to the U.S. State Department. The U.S. has identified more than 1,500 trackable pieces of debris from the event and many thousands of smaller ones that cannot be traced. Ned Price, a spokesperson for the State Department, said
Sounds like an astronaut.
Ned Price.
They're contributing to our ultimate doom right there. Like, this is one of the biggest things holding us back as a species, right? Is eventually we're going to create so much space debris that we'll be unable physically to leave planet Earth.
Yeah, we have to
just
go
no
shooting,
longer receive
right?
any
We have to go out
sunlight.
shooting in front of us.
Yep. Even this is dangerous because, you know, a piece of debris the size of like an airsoft BB can absolutely decimate an entire satellite. They're just moving so fast.
Like we've
That's
been going
crazy.
to, we've been going to
impact is
space
insane.
since the 1960s. Even though we slowed down, nobody else did.
Yeah, right.
And there's already a massive amount of space debris.
Yeah.
You can actually Google this and look it up, and they've, you know, they're trying to track as much debris as they possibly can, so you can see like heat maps of where all the debris are, and it's kind of insane how many, you know, trackable
That seems
they have.
irresponsible then that they're just blowing up.
Yeah.
So they blew up their own satellite on purpose.
It's like an old one.
And they're like, let's see what happens.
Like an old one, though. You feel me? Like an old Soviet one.
That's crazy.
And they did. The thing is, though, is that shooting your space weapons is a flex. You feel me? Because it's like now we got space weapons. Don't fuck with us. You know.
You can fuck up your satellites just from crumbs.
It's kind of a trip because fucking even like Reagan was trying to do like Star Wars and shit, bro. They've been talking about this too, and then I remember it was kind of a weird conspiracy thing almost for a while. But like Obama was talking to Putin about making some kind of shield around the Earth, actually, some kind of like joint operation of making like a super Earth defense, allegedly.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do it, they better make it out of goddamn solar panels.
Yeah, well, I mean,
like I swear to God, we better hit Kardashev 1 before we fucking just fizzle out. Like,
right. We gotta.
they blew up Sputnik. Was it Sputnik?
Wait,
that's sad.
what?
That sucks.
they blew up fucking.
Was it Sputnik 1 or was it like 2 or 3 or something?
Hey, first in, last out, right?
But what about But what about the chimpanzee? They killed the chimpanzee up there. He was just chilling.
He was still up there masturbating, bro.
Yeah. They said no one had sex in space.
Raw power, bro.
Right. Yeah, I can't wait for the United States to go to the moon for the first time.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. You think we've been to the moon or no? We'll do a moon episode. Actually, we still need to do a full moon episode.
That's right.
Oh, there we go.
Full
That'll
moon.
just be the full moon episode. There you go. We need to finish Inside Job. We're almost there. We got like 4 episodes left.
By the way, if you guys haven't heard of this new series on Netflix, basically just a sitcom based around what it would be like to work at the deep state.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
Inside
hilarious.
Job.
All the conspiracies are true, and this is, it's a blast. Check
It's
it out.
over the top. It's like a fucking
Controlled opposition.
What's it called?
Yeah, Inside Job.
Inside Job.
Inside Job.
It's hella funny though.
Stupid funny.
Yeah. They had to like fight a bunch of clones of JFK, and they were like, we have to cut our budget and close down the assassination department, but there was only one guy working there, and it was the guy that assassinated JFK. And they're like, they accidentally they let out one clone of JFK, and then that clone of JFK started letting out all the other clones of JFK, and they're like, oh shit, we need someone's help. Wait, we know the perfect guy, the guy that assassinated. So he's just like. Just killing all the JFKs.
And then all the JFKs morphed into an Akira monster.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was gnarly.
You're not supposed to get them hot.
Right.
It's so good. Yeah, we're gonna review that soon, but that's a good one. Let's see what the next story is. I think we have another.
Let's see. We got a little bit more
that's
about
a visual. Hey, that's a visual. So that's what the International Space Station's orbit looking like. They got like weird little dips or whatever, and then that's the trajectory.
I'm gonna pretend like I understand what's going on.
Yeah,
here.
that's a graph. Yeah.
No, yeah, I figured it out. Believe me, I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at first either.
All right, so this is the way geosyncrasy works, right? It's a wave. It's not just like you go in a line.
Yeah, because you're
Right,
like
it's like
you're
an
like on a current.
oscillating
You're like on a
orbit.
current.
Earth
Yeah,
wobbles, right?
yeah.
Everything. So
And so this is the trajectory. That's the space station right there on the blue line, and then that's like the there's the
might
pink
cross
one.
paths right there in the middle.
I think that pink one is just some other thing, but that's a different satellite. But then that red section is where there's a bunch of shit in that entire red section. So the space section, the space station's in more danger, but the other one's in danger too.
So they're
let me
like,
ask you
you're
this.
going to
Can't
fuck up
they
our
just-
space station.
change their GPS and go.
They could try. It's hard because it's a big ass thing. You know, it's like a big ass like it's like a space station's like 3-4 spaceships all fucking.
That's
it's like really big. You know,
does it have like thrusters on it?
I don't think it has thrusters. I think it has like
and number one
like
rudders and shit.
Yeah.
No, it does.
No, Eli's lying. The International Space Station is in a pool in a NASA warehouse.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
All right, let's see what else we got.
One day we'll go to space for real.
Let's see.
damn.
See, and they're flipping their dicks
flexing.
out on
Dude.
Ukraine too.
What's going on?
Hey,
First of all, they've been doing that for a
They've been
while.
bullying everybody for the entirety of the world.
Yeah, but Ukraine specifically has been getting owned by Russia for
Poor guys.
many
Yeah.
years now. Like they gave it up and they're like, you know what, that was a bad idea. We're gonna go back and take Ukraine again.
They gave it
Yeah.
up and they started prospering,
Yeah.
and now they want.
Yeah.
Putin, look, for all of his faults, right? That dude knows how to motivate his people. Right?
Yeah.
They get things done. Right? It's,
Hey, he's the last head
I mean-
of the KGB, bro.
All you got to do
Hey.
is be like, hey,
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
in Ukraine is gay. And then they're like, what
Old
the
school.
fuck?
Yeah, old school KGB.
Yeah, old school kid. That's what I'm saying, bro. He's like the last fucking like real like super villain. He's up there, bro. In terms of like, fuck. I mean, Xi Jinping's pretty fucking wild right now too.
The fact
But
that
like,
he's
both of those fools are crazy. Like,
he seems so, or his intentions are so ambiguous. It seems like he's got some, definitely some sus like world domination stuff going on, but his intentions are so unclear. Like,
yeah.
Oh no,
know
I
what I
feel
mean?
like he's the guy off of Rocky. You know, what I mean,
I think he just likes to fuck with people.
Yeah, maybe he's-
he does.
He kinda, I definitely think there's a
he-
troll element there.
I mean, they must like him. They just keep voting for him
He's like,
over
"Oh my
and over and
God."
over in the most safe and secure elections in the Eastern Hemisphere.
He calls his buddy in North Korea like, "Hey, watch this real quick.
Yeah, right.
Hey, hold my beer." Right?
I'm about to blow up something in space.
Hey, I'm gonna.
So there's a lot.
even if it's like a one-off, crazy dictator of a tiny island, nation, you still got to flex on him from once in a while.
Yeah, flex on him, bro.
Oh, he's flexing on the whole world right now.
Look,
He's-
right now, nobody's
He's
messing
taking
with
back
China
countries.
or
He's
Russia,
blowing stuff
right?
up in space.
He's Putin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're like,
He's good, yes.
they're one of those weird
He's
nations
good.
where
Yes,
the
he's
length
good.
of the control of a single, of a single
good.
person over their entire political operations.
North
is-
Korea or
Yeah, no, not
or
North Korea,
Russia.
but Russia. It's
Yeah,
like-
I mean,
Russia
Putin's-
and China are like the only ones
Russia
who can
is
really like
huge.
say that.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
it's like Bizarro Canada.
Oh, I just thought of the
It's like
perfect
evil
meme.
Canada.
Oh my god, I just thought of the perfect meme. Go back to that one before. That lady, she's sitting there, she's talking about how, this debris is in the way. And there's that like Alexei Dragunov guy from Rocky, like, if they die, they die.
Yeah,
Oh my
right.
God.
Yeah, exactly.
If he dies, he dies.
Tell me why though. She kind of looks like the United
Who's
States
she?
Health Director.
Oh, you mean Jonathan
Oh, Jonathan.
McDowell?
Yeah, no, I said
Yes,
what I said. What I said.
He does look like the health director.
Yes.
Oh my god.
The first female 4-star
Yes,
admiral.
that's why I
That's
got
right.
it a little
Is that who that is?
Got it
twisted.
twisted.
No.
All right.
That's not Rachel Levine. Yeah.
Wouldn't go by
Let's see.
Jonathan.
So Moscow. So
Jonas.
JoJo. Yeah. Joanna. Yeah. So
don't
we
hate on
got
JoJo.
so
She
the
was
head
good.
of NATO has urged Russia to be transparent about its military plans after an increase of the number of troops at its borders with Ukraine. Jens Stoltenberg said a large and unusual buildup of Russian forces has been spotted on the border in recent weeks. He spoke amid speculation Russia could be planning to invade Ukraine. No way. Moscow has dismissed
again,
such fears
Can
as
we say
alarmist.
again at the end of that statement? Like,
Again, yeah.
yeah,
Right.
they would like to invade further from where they're currently
Right.
at in
Keep
Ukraine.
pushing.
Yeah.
Moscow has dismissed such fears as alarmist and has complained of increasing NATO activities in the region.
That
We're
kills
still
me, bro.
in NATO.
That kills me.
I
The
don't
alarmist
even know.
view. It's like I don't think anything these days could be considered alarmist. I'm just like, yeah, sure, sounds about
Like,
fucking
Yeah.
How is
Everything
Everything's
is
fucking
par for the course
crazy.
these days.
How is that-
Exactly.
how
like,
is
Run
that the
code
right-
orange every day. Yeah.
How's
does not
that the
surprise
right-
me.
How's that the
Yeah.
right term either? It's like, how can you be alarmed? Like, how are you not already alarmed by this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, literally,
They keep taking them and giving
when
them
Trump
back
was
and
first
taking
going
them and
into
giving them
office,
back.
we were having this debate about the Ukraine, about how Russia had made forays into Ukraine again.
Yeah.
They're already there. They've been there for like 5 years, retaking Ukraine. They just stopped. Right, all they're doing is just moving forward again.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
Yeah.
what's up.
I don't know. It's like
like somebody's
Somebody-
like, all right, well, this is fine. Let's get some more land. Right. We're-
Can you imagine what it'd be
Take back
like
the
to be in that
Balkans.
position in the world where you're just taking over countries like Risk.
Yeah,
All right.
that's what the U.S. has been doing for
A long time.
hundreds of years. They're
just-
successful at it.
It just kind of seems like somebody's like, "Hey man, I saw this guy walking around your house the other day with like a butcher knife, and he was kind of like looking around and peeking in windows and stuff." You're like, "Stop being such a fucking alarmist." It's like you just might fucking die, and your whole family might be like brutally murdered and like tied to a radiator or something. You don't know, bro.
But I will say though that there is
He's
a lot
good,
of
yes, he's
yeah,
good.
there is a lot of hubbub about
Sometimes
Russia.
maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Hey, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, Russia does take a lot of the heat that like just they want to just generally blame on whoever, you know. They're like, it was Russia. But I mean, I think that this is pretty fucking, you know, everybody's making fucking big dick moves right now, you know. Everybody's fucking
They've got
you
missiles
know.
and that's about it.
I
though.
think
Well,
Russia's in an
China's firing
ideal
them around
situation.
the whole world, right? They're like, let me show you. I can
Trust and believe there's going to be a showdown.
Yeah, but I think Russia's in an ideal situation because everybody's like, "Oh my god, look at what Russia's doing," and Russia's like, "It wasn't even fucking me, bro." It's
Yeah,
like,
right.
they're up to their own sinister plans while the world is just like fucking
guys-
freaking out over some made up bullshit that nobody can like either prove wrong or right.
You guys ever-
It's like a perfect cover for them.
I feel like people still think that the world operates like Battleship, right?
Yeah, right.
No, C5, no, you miss. Right? Right? It's like, come
No,
on.
but
guys.
the cold part about it is it does.
Yeah, well, just because we stopped going to space doesn't mean China and Russia did. I mean, right now, China's landing on the dark side of the moon all the time. Nobody knows why.
Yeah,
because we can't see it. We're not going. You know,
We
you
can't
can't
see
police it. They're like the one authority you can't really touch. It's like,
Hey,
Yeah.
Ethan, can
They
you do
may
me a
have
quick
They
favor?
may have a civilization
up?
over there.
Can you read that last comment for me? It disappeared before we got to it.
It said using space wars to position ground troops. 2022 is gonna be cray with these tyrants and ain't finished.
Yeah, Space
Yeah.
Wars is the new battleship.
Yeah, that's the new
yeah,
like
yeah.
Cold War thing. I feel like because it's like blowing up somebody's satellites. They become so like important and shit now. That's the new Cold War. I feel
Yeah,
like
Well,
is
that's
they're
where that's all, dude. Because if the satellites go out, that's our fucking where our internet, and shit,
communication, internet,
GPS, all that
GPS,
shit.
yeah, all that. It's gonna be bad.
So-
Cold War II is more important because we already know that the infrastructure is absolutely vital for the survival of humanity at this point. We've built up such reliance on it that we can't go back.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
during the original Cold
Yeah.
War, it's just like who's got the bigger dick. Now it's like
Right.
It's a
Well,
giant
sorry.
pissing contest.
Now it's like
We
who's
just, like-
gonna get their balls cut off now.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
like
it's like we just blew up several of Amazon's like key satellites, and
yeah,
now their
you know
distribution.
the two things that Russia
Mhm.
and China aren't doing.
Hmm.
They're not warring internally with each other,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
this has all been
granted.
As much as we know.
Granted, I mean, you got a military dictatorship on both sides, right? In a communist republic on basically both sides. So you
Yeah.
look at, you can say the oligarchy and Russia's not, right? But whatever. All I'm saying is, what we are is distracted by each other, right?
Yeah.
Our,
Well,
our
intentionally,
enemies
we're
are
just-
not Russia and China. They are each other right now.
well, we're
right?
distracted.
They're much more nationalistic.
Yeah,
We're I mean, yeah, that's the whole thing.
I think
And
China is the ever-present enemy, and then we're because they're they're like the oldest. They've
Yeah,
been
they are.
around. They've been running game on everybody else for as long as they've been around. That's
Yeah,
what
that's true.
that's what their shit is,
That's
right?
You want spices?
So
Yeah.
their
Right.
whole goal is to get us to fight amongst ourselves internally. That way, they have less problems to worry about.
Yeah.
It's easy for them, to subvert our ideals and our philosophy if we're already fucking like burning down our own monuments and
yeah.
idols and retconning our own history
Right,
and
yeah.
fighting internally over politics. Like,
Right. They're just throwing all the atrazine and all the plastic and all the
After they
waters,
take
all the
over-
fake
lowering our
news.
testrone count, fucking just making us all fat.
You
Yeah,
get all our
comment.
ginseng, right?
Plus, U.S. and UK investing heavily in AI, pushing
Yeah.
hard for internet bodies.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the big whole like meta shit. They're trying to get you to live up in
Yeah.
the fucking internet, bro, enter the next dimension and stuff.
This weird.
Which
It's
is
like a
weird.
whole new push that you think for a certain amount of time that like I've seen everything under the sun. There's only so much that they can do to like iterate on this technology, and then you see the metaverse thing, and you're like, okay, I don't know what the fuck that is. But then the more and more you see it, you're like, okay, this is kind of creeping me out. Like this is that Futurama, like
Ready Player One type
like
shit.
Ready Player One type shit, where it's a complete break from reality. And
Free
Right.
guy.
But in
I mean,
in a way,
it's
it's
weird.
kind of not as bad though, because you think about it. Like this, I'm trying to be like optimistic about it. It's like, hey, at least they don't
We're
have to
nowhere
send.
near it.
at least they-
no one's nowhere near it.
Right, at least they're not having to send out millions of soldiers to go die in a fucking trench now. Everything's just done on a computer, and it's just like, oh, we just you know, it's like we did a drone strike here, we do a fucking, I mean, an EMP would be fucked up, but it's like people wouldn't die. People would die more from like supply chain shortages and starvation and shit like that.
Right? Is that we sometimes think that sometimes we can pull a matrix over our eyes and that all that other stuff goes away. The world still exists, right?
Yeah.
So I work in IT and I see the where we're at with AI and machine learning and those types of pieces, and the world is hundreds of years from that kind of conversation, right?
Yeah.
There's no way. Like there are advances in automation, there are advances in orchestration, there are advances in AI that will allow for kind of robotic automation to happen, but those things are like task-oriented scenarios, right? This condition exists, so execute this condition, and then it learns from itself, and so maybe it does that a little bit better next time, right? But the idea that some type of AI solutions or that meta scenario is ever going to happen is so far beyond us right now.
I don't necessarily consider it in terms of you know, like an AI control, which obviously, you know, people like Google have been trying to figure out some sort of, you know, ultimate AI that can, you know, predict and control everything.
Yeah, predictive analytics is what you get.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That sort of thing has been, you know, a pursuit for a long time. But when I think of the metaverse, I'm just thinking of, you know, where the discourse of society lies, whether it's, you know, in face-to-face conversations or if it's in VR chat rooms. You know what I'm saying? And
well, it's already there today, right? No validation comes if it's not through Instagram. Right?
Well, exactly. Well, social media didn't exist. Like all of this, like planning and all this shit that would have gone into all the like COVID stuff and the riots and stuff. Yeah. I mean, there would be places where it's like, what's COVID? I haven't heard of that. It's like, you know, if there wasn't the internet there because with the internet, it's like you have at the same time you have people able to, you know, speak freely like we're doing on this podcast here, but then you'll also have the government and the corporate media that are able to just lay down. It's like beep boop up. Here you go, sheeple. Here's your new firmware update, and now you all are just gonna repeat the talking points where you're just like horse pace, state lines across state lines. You know, like every fucking week you get your new fucking programming. That's it's so easy.
It's done today. There's no actual reporting that happens today that's not scripted, right? Look at all media, right?
Well, it's even with like, you know, firsthand on-site reporting, they do, you know, witness prepping. So they'll record several takes of a witness interview, or they'll tell them, you know, what they need to say, and then, you know,
it's crazy.
Take the best ones. So it's very strange and concerning, and I think that's where the problem ultimately lies in the metaverse too, is the levels of control that we already see on platforms like YouTube and Twitter, where people are being deplatformed and censored. And when it's happening, you know, in this more immersive context where people are more likely to become emotionally charged and invested in these topics, where they'll spread more easily and there's a higher engagement rate, it just creates a lot of danger.
Why I think I agree with you there is it's the death of innovation, right? When you step in and you start controlling people's creativity, you also start controlling the advancements you make from it. And that's how we get Russia shutting down oil pipelines, right? At the end of the day, we keep farming out these things that we should be doing very well because we created it, right? And at the end of the day, those things, because we farm it out, we also kind of retard our ability to live up to it.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. All of our oil's coming from different countries. All of our pharmaceuticals are coming from. China.
It was until about January 21st or something like that, right?
Well, yeah, or because they shut down the Keystone pipeline and all that, and they're like, well, what about climate change? Well, what about Flint? It's like, well, then you just made somewhere in fucking Afghanistan be the new Flint now. Now they're, you know, it's like it's just but they're like, as long as it's not in my backyard, don't build a nuclear power plant in my fucking scenic view.
Yeah, we don't want a pipeline.
Put it somewhere else.
We don't want a pipeline, but you know, hey, Russia and Germany, please get yours going, please. Right, that would be great. So we can import that. We would love to.
Lockdown was initiation in a new normal cult. Surprising amount of people joined. I agree.
Yeah,
it was a test. It was a test ground to see how many people would just go right along with all the shit.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of positive benefits we saw too, right? We saw families come together more than they had a little bit. Time. Yeah. You saw the environment like do this massive spring back that we hadn't seen in forever because people are off the roads. There were good parts of the pandemic. I just want to point.
Yeah, in the same way that if you like eliminated humans from planet Earth, like it's like the nature is healing. Look, you can see the dolphin. There's like piles of corpses everywhere.
We're the virus.
The dolphins are back.
Metal bands are back in the forest.
Right.
We're the virus, bro.
Right. Humanity's the virus.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what's next on the slide, just to keep the ball rolling here.
Yeah, we got some memes we're trying to hit here too. We're about an hour and a half deep.
Things.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a juicy one too. He's officially found liable for Sandy Hook's hoax conspiracy finger quotes. Basically, the civil suit went through, and the families proved that they got damages from the shit he said. And because they did receive harassment and threats and all kinds of shit, and they had to have a hard time, even though because they're had fucking their kids, unfortunately passed away during a terrible tragedy. And this is crazy, man, because this is literally this is 10 years old now at this point, kind of almost
these children died, and this guy it didn't happen. It was fine.
Yeah,
well, I don't.
This is probably
he kind of went off.
This is kind of probably the worst thing he's done, in my opinion. Not worst thing he's done, but I mean most distasteful way he went about something,
which is a shame because he was kind of he just got too fucking loosey goosey with it, where he was just talking about well, this is what they're talking about on 4chan, and let's see what's going on with he wasn't he was just when you've been in a radio host that just talks about conspiracies for 30 years, eventually you start you just start seeing the shit everywhere.
They blend together.
And but what I find fucking ironic about this is the whole last week we've seen with the Kyle Rittenhouse thing. It's he's fake crying. He ate some lemon heads before he came into court or whatever. And it's so are you calling Kyle Rittenhouse a crisis actor? Then kind of. I mean, and it's not that crisis actors have never existed.
No, they're very real.
He cried very terribly.
He ugly cried.
Yeah, that was he was deep. I'm going to prison. I'm going.
That's the thing about crisis actors, though, is that they're very real. You can go to Google, and Google is one of the most obfuscating search engines out there as far as finding information that is exactly to the source. But you can find crisis actors on Google for hire, and there's entire companies whose specialty is doing crisis acting as emergency preparation. More
but
or less.
they can't do that on the stand for you, right? That kid was
No, that was
he had a serious internal and external pucker. Right?
That looks like I mean, well, and it's crazy because people are you misgendered me. This is contributing to trauma. You said something online. This is contributing to my trauma. But then it's hey, you want to recount the day that you killed 2 people when you were 17? You want to just go ahead and tell that in front of the courtroom and while millions of people are watching? Yeah. Oh, you cried? Get it together, you fucking loser. You're crying over the worst day of your life as you've been dragged across the media as being a fucking Nazi or whatever.
Insane,
that's
right?
that, but that's not PTSD.
That's that spiritual narcissism that I've been talking about. People think they're so woke. He's the bad guy, so they'll say one thing is not okay when it's for supporting an ideal that they back and they believe in. But the moment someone is the enemy, they fucking recant all of their own philosophy, all of their own ideals and morals,
because it don't work
just to make a point.
It doesn't make money.
So I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I think if Alex Jones is getting out of this with just paying a bunch of fees, if people got harassed and people got death threats because people on 4chan are fucking idiots.
Actually, I misread. I forgot to include this, but it's not actually that he refused to hand over certain documents actually, and so it was an automatic L actually, because they were looking into it and they were going to try to do that, but they were actually trying to snoop into his company and see how he operated things, and he refused to hand it over, and so that it's an automatic L because he refused to give subpoenaed documents. Which again, I think I mean, if he's found, I mean, he was obviously found liable, so he's probably going to have to fucking pay it out.
It's a good question. You subpoena somebody for documents, but I mean, if those documents are documents that you own and those documents are going to incriminate you, isn't that kind of like
pleading the fifth?
Yeah, I mean, can't you just lose 30,000 emails? Right, I mean,
Hey, well, somebody found him.
Well, and I think, but it's just a shame because I mean, Alex Jones has been right about so many fucking things at this point where it's just
well, I mean, I hate to say
you can't win them all.
There was when he first came back, and typical podcasters bringing up Rogan, but it's that first time he came back on Joe Rogan, and it was his first time in the public spotlight in a long time. He was very different than he was, and he's been much more in his past appearance. He's been behaving himself.
Stop drinking.
Much more so. And then he talked about what he went through in his kind of time away from being banned and shit. And he has a different total outlook than who I saw spouting off shit, because I wasn't okay. I'm still not cool with how he went about this shit. And it's like, I know what he's talking about, too.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of, it's like, you played yourself. Congratulations. Bye. You shot yourself in the foot, buddy, by being stupid, during a time when this shit wasn't mainstream and stuff either, because first of all, too, what else was a big conspiracy from around that time was the Boston bombing, too. That was big. And I remember people looking at me fucking psycho because I was like, those 2 fucking college students didn't do that shit, right? There's no way these 2 fools our age bombed the fucking thing, and there was Blackwater agents present and shit.
Off of Google.
There was literally fucking they got radicalized by the internet, but there was literally Blackwater agents seen on footage there, and but so it's not like I'm like pro like I don't believe any of the conspiracies or anything about crisis actors, but it's just how you handle yourself, and it's like knowing when to stop. We were talking about the teacher last week too. And it's like, you gotta know when to stop,
Yeah,
but
it's
got
not
too much
like
volatile energy for sure.
Yeah.
And it's not like this isn't something that the corporate media has done time and time again, just smearing people. And it's like, they'll smear people, say, you're a fake this, you're a fake that, you're, that they did to the Covington kids or whatever. They do this type of shit all the time. And it's like, there's a difference between being wrong. I think Alex Jones was wrong in this. But there's a difference between being wrong and intentionally manipulating, lying, and deceiving. I don't think, I think he just got a little bit fucking on.
Yeah, I think
I think that's why you
conspiracy.
got to be careful with how you report, right? Liability is important.
Yeah. The conspiracy psychosis was definitely at its worst at this time too.
And it's you can say,
it's
that
easy
the
to
media
fall into it, man.
You can say that the media has incited all these
in a
fucking
world of
riots.
Fake news, nowadays in a world of fake news, it's like you don't know what to believe no more. So everything's a conspiracy now.
I can't fault him either, though, because to say that false flags don't happen is just purely ignorant of history. Right. And I think the reason people can jump to these conclusions is because of events like 9/11. Which I think the majority of Americans now consider to be a false flag, perpetrated by George Bush and the Taliban, or Al Qaeda. But it's I don't know. I can't fault him for thinking that because events like this do happen and real people do die in false flags. That's part of what sells it.
It's
so
not
hard.
that people didn't die; it's that there's something else.
It's almost like
on.
the tragedy gives it credence, right? Like,
exactly. Absolutely. That is what what happens.
Yeah, and people are like, "How dare you try to make this political or try to make it something that?"
Well,
it's
not.
like
they're like, "How dare you?" Sorry, not to cut you off, but they're like, "How dare you make it political?" Anyways, we should take all your guns. Like, no more guns after this.
Right.
Well, what's weird about the crisis actor thing is I remember because a few weeks ago we were talking about the whole Gabby Petito thing, and Gabby Petito
how terrible,
was not a crisis actor, but she was in a video that was shot after I don't remember if it was Sandy Hook or it might have been Stoneman Douglas, like one of the school, but she was like in one of those videos. And it's weird because like it's weird that she was connected to that.
I've seen videos too where
Might be
it's
nothing.
like the same chick at like 5 different mass shootings, and she's like on the news like every single time at these different locations.
There is weird
live
shit like
reporting.
that. Yeah.
Where you're like, if that's not a fucking crisis actor, I don't know what is.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
You think these
I mean,
people,
even all
through,
these
right?
these paid protesters, bro. It's the same fucking thing. I mean, my ex-girlfriend literally got paid to be a paid protester.
I would call that crisis acting at a certain level.
It is. It really is. Like,
it's shameful, man.
Yeah, crazy shit.
Yeah, it always calls
wild.
propaganda.
Let's see what's next.
Let's delve farther into the conspiracy shit.
Yeah,
So we got Ghislaine, good old Ghislaine.
Oh god.
Ghislaine Maxwell loses bid to bar psychologist from testifying at sex crimes trial. Oh god, what's first here?
No.
Let's see.
okay.
New York, Ghislaine Maxwell on Fuck. Oh sorry. Ghislaine Maxwell on Wednesday lost her bid to exclude a psychologist who has studied the grooming of sexual crimes victims from testifying at her upcoming trial. Prosecutors say they may call Lisa Rocchio, a psychologist who specializes in treating patients who have suffered sexual abuse, as a witness at the trial.
Damn.
Huh.
She's really trying.
Okay, so
I don't want anybody who can give relevance to the other side. Please, thank you.
yeah.
No profiling
dude,
here.
Dude,
Why?
this bitch
Because
is
it
really trying to
damages
pull
my
the
case.
rich people moves, bro. Straight up. Watch. In the next article, you'll see too. But she's really trying to pull the rich people shit. She's like, but can't we just pay to like not have them there? Like for real. And, dude, yeah, you'll see on the next story too. But go ahead.
So lawyers for the British socialite. I love how they still call her the British socialite, not like
The internationally.
Right. But hey.
Well, fucking
the trial's still going on. If they can't call, hey, at the Rittenhouse trial, they can't say, hey, you're victims or you're whatever. So, and this one, okay, fine. For now, she's a British socialite, and she also gave a great TED talk. Go look up her old TED talk.
Oh my god!
About the
great head talk too.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
She had a lot of practice. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, is that true? Is that her dad was Mossad Central? I've heard about that.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the
no,
Maxwell. Yeah, that's right.
It's craziness.
So that's pretty interesting.
Connection.
Remember that picture that came out of her, and she was like seen it, eating it like In-N-Out or something. Like after,
I think that was a fake story. I think that was
yeah.
fake news because
there's so much fake. Everything's a fucking smoke screen.
Like,
so you can't
she's
blame.
in California, and then
Right.
it's like she's actually in Great
But I
Britain.
love
That's
the
right.
audacity
No, she was
of
arrested in
what
Paris.
she's asking for here, right? The audacity. It's like, why do you not want these people here? Because it damages my case. That's it.
Right.
That's
I
what
know
it
that
is.
really
because
Because
she's
they
not
can
technically-
directly tell you why it's important
Right.
that you.
I mean, I guess in
listen
some
to it.
sense, if she
I'll be
wasn't
right
a
back.
witness, if she wasn't like a witness to actually what was going on, and she's just like, I'm just gonna bring my insight as a professional psychologist into this. I get it, but it's like, hey
Well,
man, most of the people that
yeah.
were witnesses to what Ghislaine and Epstein were doing are no longer with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like
This is a Madame Curie scenario. Right here.
so lawyer.
Something's gonna blow up.
I'm gonna fucking.
I mean, how could you not think something was going on, man? Look at it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like, it's too much explosive shit going on.
I mean, think
It's
of
just a matter of
all
how
the
much.
people have been to that
All the
island,
people
right?
that have
Oh
been
my
out there to
gosh.
that island, man.
Mhm.
When this finally hits the fan and it finally,
yeah.
it's gonna be bad news.
I think
So
unfortunately it never will hit the fan, and we're always just gonna be. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, maybe,
Probably,
Yeah.
you're probably
maybe
right,
Tom
Chrissy.
Hanks.
Well, I think she might go to
Maybe
prison for
Tom
this,
Hanks.
but I don't know if she's gonna spill the beans to everyone. You feel me?
No, or she's gonna,
Or get
fall down the
suicided.
stairs or-
Yeah.
I think a
Yeah.
lot of people are gonna owe the Clintons some money for taking care of Epstein. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it
They're
says.
like, thank you, Hillary.
So yeah,
please."
lawyers for the British socialite had said Rocchio's opinions are inadmissible, arguing they were based mainly on her personal experience. They said that they're planning to call their own experts who would argue that the suggestion Maxwell committed grooming by proxy by winning the alleged victim's trust in order to manipulate them into having encounters with Epstein had no support in the scientific community.
Trust science, bro.
Trust the science.
Trust the science. That's what they're saying, bro. They're saying the science says you can't groom no one. That's what they're trying to pull. They're trying to pull it. They're saying, well, scientifically, you can't groom someone. That's what they're trying to pull right here. They're saying that.
That's a lie.
Yeah, they're
You
fucking.
can groom
but-
people. You groom your children.
But we say trust the science. That it's always interesting, right? You ever see that show Beyond the Curve, where it's the flat earthers trying to prove that the Earth is flat?
Oh, okay.
No.
And they do these tests where they point a laser out into the distance, and all of a sudden the test fails because, of course, the Earth is curved.
Yeah.
And so they just come up with a new test, right?
Right.
Well, that didn't work. It's because the test was faulty, right?
It's all confirmation
Right.
bias
So
stuff.
you
Yeah.
gotta, it's when you look at these things, you also have to look at it like, what evidence will they actually accept?
Well,
Right.
it's like people forget. It's like, yeah, it's like who is writing the report? Who is doing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
method? It's like the
exactly.
method is the method, but that's like saying like, oh, here's the template to write an essay. All essays are good because here's the template. It's like, no, fool. It's like there could be anything with that scientific report.
Yeah,
And that's straight up what they're trying to do here. They're trying to say, oh, well, we've never proven that you could be groomed, so you're not. We're bringing
Right.
our own experts to say,
Because
don't allow the
psychology
expert.
is a
It's like
pseudoscience,
don't
so-
allow the fucking psychologist that studies grooming. Just bring in our scientist that says there's no grooming and we'll be good. And it's
Right.
like, go fuck yourself,
Hey,
dude.
that's how science works. Didn't you know?
Well,
bro?
That's what we're talking about.
this
Yeah,
is
straight
where-
up.
This is where science and legality clash, right? Because in legality, you got to prove something. And when you look at things
Right.
like psychoanalytics and stuff like this, these are pseudosciences as far as like
To some degree, yeah.
as far as like a physics like scenario or,
Right.
or some type of scenario, right? So when it's something that can't be proven by testing immediately, then they get to wave the flag. Well, there's a reasonable doubt.
Right.
there.
Source? Do you have a source on that? What's your source?
Yeah, it's like the people who argue
Swear,
global warming, right?
Those
and
kind of
global-
people get on my nerves so bad, man.
They're like, you don't have
Then
at
you
least
give 'em-
10
then you
peer-reviewed
give-
studies?
Then you give them your sources, and they tell you that you're on the wrong sites.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where'd
straight
you
up.
Where'd you find that? DuckDuckGo?
That's fake news.
Where'd you find that? Trump's Twitter?
Oh God.
Why does
Where'd
it
you
sound
find that
like
on Gab?
Sylvester the
that sounds like
cat,
a
bruh?
Wikipedia poll.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
What do you mean? Epstein killed himself. Let's see. So, alleged sexual predator Ghislaine Maxwell.
there we go. That's the correct.
Alleged.
Socialite and alleged sexual predator Ghislaine Maxwell does not appreciate the creepy guards who she says
We got some
stand and
Illuminati, bro.
stare while she showers in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center.
She is kind of thick though.
I mean, she's not the worst looking lady on
Yeah,
earth.
she's much too old for any of the people on that island.
Well, you
but
can't have an ugly person and start a sex cult, right? You
Right.
gotta have somebody.
You
who's,
gotta have some status.
there gotta be a worm on that hook. You know?
If there's gonna be orgies, it might as well, be with the
She's
cream of the
got to
crop.
be a MILF.
right,
Yeah, yeah.
right.
She got to be a mother and a lover.
I mean,
Yeah.
consider the
God.
consider the people being brought into the sex cult, right? These are people who, like Trump, can afford, the high-end prostitutes, right?
Oh yeah,
The high
The
high end pissing. They can afford to get what's her name to piss on her.
Sophia,
yeah.
Sophia
They're the
Urethra.
ones
She's
that
gonna
pay
be-
for round two.
And I
right?
saw,
gonna
her,
be
I saw,
booking
yeah, I saw her, Sophia. She,
Urethra.
She's got
she
quite the
pisses like
stream.
yeah,
Quite the stream. Best stream I've ever seen.
she pisses like
She
no one ever
drenched me from head to toe. I didn't have to get her a second drink. One drink, head to toe.
And
Wonderful.
millions of people saw it. You saw it.
And
Everybody
fucking
saw
just
it.
rips my throat out to do the Trump
If
voice.
you didn't-
That's
if you
my
didn't
favorite
see
thing
it-
to do.
yeah.
I do it all the time. She.
You got it.
I got it.
It's hard when you think about it. You
But
got it's got to just be
bar-
like a spur of the moment
All right,
thing.
Yeah.
all right. We gotta get her for the Epstein Island. It's
Yeah.
gotta be huge, right? It's gotta be.
It's so much
perfect.
like so New York, bro. It hurts, bro.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
I don't usually like the brass band music, but she was blowing that ass trumpet really well.
Oh my God.
I saw.
Wow.
I'm banned from Twitter, so I didn't see it on Twitter, but I did see it on WorldStar.com. Great website. You can see the
endorse it.
uncensored version there.
All right.
World star.
All right.
So we got Maxwell, who faces up to 80 years in prison if found guilty of recruiting, grooming, and abusing young women alongside her pedophile friend Jeffrey Epstein, R.I.P., spoke to the Mail on Sunday
Rest in
about
shit.
about the conditions in prison.
Wait. He was the fucking. He was the patsy though. She was the one whose dad was running the operation, but yet she's the alleged sexual predator and he's the pedophile, just verbatim.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he actually went.
He did
through
the-
a trial.
he did the
and got
hanky-pank.
convicted, and hung himself.
Right.
Wasn't there plenty of testimony involved in that trial relating to Ghislaine
Yeah.
Maxwell as well, though?
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So
I mean, I
she's-
guess she's an alleged sexual predator, but I mean, just look at that face.
Wow. So she's
I
talking about
know,
her
wonderful
conditions in
selection of sweaters in that prison. Look at her in the back.
prison. Yeah. She
got
said
that black
she
shirt.
met a friendly rat who would sit by her when she used the toilet. So it's not that bad. I mean, you got animal friends. It's like the beginning of Cinderella,
No,
It's
what
fine.
it sounds like to
It's
me though.
a start of a Ratatouille
Yeah.
story,
Oh
right?
Right.
my God. What it sounds to me though, like
The rat just brings her like strawberries and cheeses. She's just like, try this.
Catch a toy. They'll catch a toy.
Yeah.
She gets what she got coming to her.
She was like, there was a rat controlling me underneath my hat. I couldn't help myself.
my God.
That
I
was
have no sympathy for her.
yeah.
Well,
No.
good
Well,
thing
what
she's
it
in
sounds
prison,
like, what
though.
it sounds like, bro, is that she's in actual solitary confinement and she was expecting rich people prison.
Right.
If any, from what she's saying here, and it sounds like she's already starting to fucking lose it.
She's like, I
You
thought I
feel
was
me?
gonna get Bill
Oh,
Cosby.
she
Yeah,
gonna
she's
talk.
like, I thought I was going to. If she's if this is actual legitimate or whatever, who knows if she's actually even in prison, bro. But what it sounds like to me is that it's like, oh
Like
God,
shed
it's so
somewhere.
nasty in here. This is terrible. And it's all like, yeah, bitch, it's prison.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
what actual high security prison is like. You're in a bright because she keeps on
not
saying
only
to you,
that,
she's
she's
like,
in Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center. It's full of rats.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
New York
Yeah.
City is got a rat.
I have another
infestation.
theory why she's upset because she didn't want to be in solitary confinement. She already has this stigma of being a sex cult leader.
They gonna kill
right?
her. in
She thought she was
GP.
going to have the largest female orgy in existence. Right? And now she's been cut off from her string, right? It's like, come on, guys.
She's like,
Well,
God,
she
this
thought
place
she
is
was-
disgusting. I mean, at least the Egyptian temple we kept clean. We cleaned the blood and the fluids every day.
Oh, God.
But yeah, this prison's gross.
Yeah, no, she's just so bored and like isolated. She's just flicking the bean for the rats.
does she mean she befriended a snitch on the
That's what
toilet?
she did.
Probably,
Exactly.
actually.
Exactly.
Probably exactly what that means. Fuck.
So Maxwell will plead not guilty to all charges. Her trial is set to start November 29th. So stay tuned.
Stay
We'll be
tuned.
talking
We're
about
gonna
that.
ZUDECAST coverage.
Okay.
I
We're
feel
gonna
like they
fucking
line
do it.
these up for us. They give us Kyle Rittenhouse, and they know it's gonna go about till the 29th.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
Next
do.
Next
Right.
is
Yeah.
Maxwell.
Next season, bro.
stories.
Next
Right.
season.
They gotta
yeah.
maximize the ratings.
Next season on Core TV.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we got a couple reviews. Let's see.
I think we just got the one.
Well, or just one. Okay.
Yeah, I think we just got
Oh
one.
yeah, we were listening to
So
Silk Sonic.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's
pretty
good
fucking-
stuff.
Bootsy Collins up in there.
It's
Oh, yeah.
Silk Sonic.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
a
exactly
it's
what
a
it
great
fucking sounds
name
like,
because
yeah.
that's exactly what their sound sounds
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, it's fucking
nice.
chill.
Yep.
Like it's great. Like it's some people are like, because I was looking up what some people were thinking, where they're like, it's a little too safe. It's like, who fucking cares? It's the funk, bro. It's like more funk for the library,
Yeah.
bro. Just some kicking back
Yeah.
tunes.
My
Like
favorite type of
it's
music.
agreeable. It's nice. It's chill. It's good vibes. Like
No, it's
I
like,
fuck with it.
how
like,
can you be mad? It's like you're saying it's just a straight hot dickin' fucking
Hot
from
dickin'.
front to back. Like,
Alright, hot
yeah,
dickin'
I'm gonna
playlist,
say-
bro.
I'm gonna say
With
selfishly,
special guest host Bootsy Collins now. Come
Right,
on.
exactly.
yeah. Selfishly, as a husband, I'm glad Bruno and his guys are doing his thing because it keeps me from having to think up shit.
All right.
Like, I don't have to, I don't have to
Yeah.
keep things interesting. I just gotta keep the door open. You know?
Right.
There you go.
That's a good idea,
I
Bruno.
walked up. I was like, my wife. Right, I was like, "Hey B, my door's open."
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
There you go. Yeah, hey, that's what I'm saying too.
Right?
Though, like,
I
what,
don't even have to try it. Thank you, Bruno Mars, for making
Yeah.
it so fat bods don't have to try as hard. Right?
You're like-
topical.
You're like,
I
you
like
get it? Like me. I'm like Bruno Mars in this situation. See? Like,
that's right.
I am
You're
also
dead.
wearing a robe.
You're
Yeah.
definitely the Bruno of the group.
yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah, man.
dude,
These
some of
cats
these
are killing,
hey,
though.
some of these songs are fucking filthy
Yeah,
though with
yeah.
the
Oh,
funk,
they're
bro. That song
bad.
777, bro, 777, that shit was fucking filthy, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like we gotta fucking probably listen to it again. Honestly,
I
This
can
shit was
predict
fire.
that I
they're
will
good.
be end up playing covers of those songs at some point.
Oh,
in a bar
definitely.
gig. It's,
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
gonna
All
happen.
acoustic
It's gonna
and
happen.
soft.
Oh no, we're going
No,
full,
he's in a funk
full
band,
funk
bro.
band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're playing
the
gigs.
horns and everything.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah,
that's
gonna be
No,
so
I'm
good.
surprised
Nice.
you haven't had to play "Leave the Door Open" already.
I know some
It's been
some
out
bands
for
that
a
have.
while
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
You should be doing it.
yeah.
Yeah,
See,
they
I-
really got the promo right on
I mean,
that
there's
track.
a 40-year-old woman at your stuff. Like, where is this freaking song? Why isn't it
Right,
played yet,
right.
Like,
No.
have you guys heard Bruno Mars? He has some new stuff out. Right?
Yeah, no, I was
Man.
playing like a
got the
Halloween
CD.
show. I was playing a Halloween show. It was like at like a kids. It was like some like daycare center or something, but it was outside. There's like bounce houses and shit. We were just playing some light jazz or whatever, just background music. And this lady's like, "Can you play Happy by Pharrell?" And we're like, "Yeah, we can try. Like, fuck it."
Would
we pulled
you
it
be
off.
happy if we played
Yeah.
Happy?
If you throw a 20 in the tip jar, then absolutely we'll bullshit it for you.
We shall play.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, I mean, I mean, these
great
guys
album.
is great. I mean,
It's a good combo.
It brings you back, and it takes you back to the good old days.
Back
Have you
when it was
seen
all so
Pictures
simple.
of Bruno though nowadays.
No.
With his mustache.
Like there's like a couple videos, like music videos of him in it, and that fool looks so wrung out. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's
Like-
definitely like two outfits from the new Prince.
right,
Like
right.
a little more chest
Yeah.
hair, a little deeper voice, and he's got it nailed. Right.
I'm glad these guys are carrying
Yeah.
the torch though, because
Yeah,
they do
that's
respect the
true.
classics.
It's a good
And
one.
I-
Yeah,
I-
it's a good
I-
one.
Yeah.
I love the classics.
It's accessible for everybody,
Definitely.
like music nerds and people who are just casual listeners alike. It's
yeah,
it's really
there's some
good.
nice little chord changes, some nice little key changes in there, and some cool little licks and things, and it's nice.
I always love Anderson .Paak's fucking drumming too.
Yeah.
though, bro. It's
Yeah.
always just straight like real tight pocket shit.
Mhm.
He never does nothing too crazy, but it's always just like real sick shuffles and shit. Like
This is one thing that somebody said. I forget where this is from, but they're saying like a good groove holds your attention, and the
Yeah.
longer you listen to it, it gets more interesting.
oh
Right.
yeah, dude,
And
I definitely feel that way, dude.
Yeah.
I vibe with that.
It's very like pocket based
Yeah.
music.
It's very
And,
California album too, though,
mhm.
for sure, with the bootsy
Oh,
and with
yeah.
the fucking the roller skating vibes and
Right.
the like even that song "Skate to Me, Baby," like fucking the music videos like hella like LA
Yeah.
and shit. Like
They're definitely carving out a sort of legend place in music history
Oh,
with,
yeah.
with
Oh,
the
yeah.
approach that they're going on. So
Well,
I mean, look, what other artist besides Bruno Mars can do the same types of things that like Michael Jackson did, right? Just you look at like artists like Lil Wayne, like Chris Brown, Lil Wayne, this guy, obviously Bruno Mars, right? These guys are crossed.
I think Bruno Mars is the
closest
thing. I think he's the closest thing to like a Michael Jackson we have in our lifetime.
At least in level,
Bruno,
At least in people that are on that super like high level of fame.
That high level.
I'm sure there's tons of stuff that's out there that's going for that exact vibe. That's just much more like underground. That
I just never thought this would be Bruno Mars. You know what I mean? Like back in middle school.
I knew it would have been, bro. Fucking because remember everybody was like, "I'm gonna stab Bruno Mars in his goddamn esophagus and won't stop until the cop come in." I remember I was like, nah, Bruno Mars is actually tight because I remember I seen him. He played the Amy Winehouse tribute and he covered some Amy Winehouse songs and fucking killed it. Yeah. And even Tyler the Creator's bitch ass brother, they put the camera right on Tyler the Creator too after he performed, and he was like.
Yeah,
and like after that, bro, because remember I said he didn't get to do like the funk yet.
He didn't, right?
Because he was making like all poppy shit, and I was like, watch, no, Bruno Mars is actually fucking sick, bro. He just doesn't get to make the kind of music he wants to make. And then straight up, like fucking 2-3 years later, Uptown Funk You Up, like and it's like coming back with the funk.
Yeah, they
kind of already starting.
I seen it coming.
And speaking of which, was made by the kid that supposedly was touched by Michael Jackson.
Really?
Produced by him?
That's
crazy.
Yeah, the kid, Mark
Ronson?
No, Ronson.
That's that fool's name. Yeah, he's allegedly got diddled.
Yeah, he was with Michael Jackson as a.
He was the second one.
Damn.
One of his live-ins.
Well, it sounds like MJ just rubbed off some of the talent around.
He's doing a lot of rubbing off.
Documentary. Of the Neverland documentary.
I'm not big on the tell-all disgusting documentaries with all the details. I'm not a big fan of those. I like to keep my.
But I'm a big fan of Michael Jackson, so sometimes you gotta just watch some things.
No, I feel it.
Yeah,
I feel it.
A few kids along the way, but
first
for
album
society
I ever had was Thriller.
at large, I mean, come on. Yeah, you can't ever take away Thriller.
Something I do want to say though, I mean, just to take it back to about the review and less about Michael Jackson though, is I'm like, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like it kind of, I mean, it reminds me like of Tuxedo too though, and it's like I do love Tuxedo. Tuxedo's one of my favorite fucking bands, and it's like. It's similar but different to me, so it's cool that there's more shit that's like coming up that's like in like this like there's like this whole like playlist of like new funk that I want to make, and it's like I want to get around to it because it's like I've seen Chromeo at this point, I've seen Tuxedo.
No, funk is back.
I would love to see Silk Sonic. These guys would be so fucking sick. Dude.
I feel like right now we're seeing the like peak of the rise of digital music production being accessible to the mainstream.
Yeah.
Because normally as like artists you would have to go to somebody who's been doing this for like 40 years and is a vetted sound designer, mixing, mastering engineer, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But now people like Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak can just fucking get up in there and like create content and have such like
they could
minute
get the same
control.
sound right there and there.
There's
they get exactly what they want.
There's no gatekeeping anymore, which is nice for smaller artists because you're like, I need a drummer, and it's just like, just look up someone on the fucking internet and then be like, all right, here's my project file, send me back your drum track, and you can really just do everything remote now, which is great.
So we're seeing like this renaissance of older genres coming back with such hi-fi production, and the fidelity is just really impressive.
I think this is like the logical progression for both of them, honestly, though, too, to do something like this because this is so like focus on like actual instruments and like not too much of like the overproduction. Like it's very crisp and it's very nice, but it's all real instruments and all the composition is very like classic sounding. Compositions.
Real this is the type of shit that you can test your speakers.
It ain't no mustard on a beat, how?
No, nothing like that. Yeah, not that I'm super morally opposed to DJ Mustard, but
no, not at all.
Yeah, I love me some DJ Mustard every now and then. Real classic, real nostalgic.
Shout out Dijon.
Shout out to all the real musicians out there that learn their crafts because it's a lot more than just getting on some stuff and beating on some keys or something,
right?
Definitely
putting it on a loop.
All these songs, I will say,
lifetime. Sometimes you never get to where you want to be. So
you never get to where you want to be.
I'll say just like compositionally, all these songs are just really well done too. Like they all have a bridge they all have little like breakdowns. They'll have like sections that really make them all pop. Like
I'm gonna have to go back and look and see who produced them.
I wonder actually. Yeah,
that's right.
It's
I think they're producing it. To be honest,
I think they're at least writing at least, because like I said, all the drumming, it's like you can tell that's like Anderson .Paak's like at very minimum he's writing it. I don't know if he's actually playing the drums, but you can tell that that's the kind of shit he puts in his music.
But they're smart enough guys, and they've been around long enough to be working with the production side. I doubt they're doing their own like mixing and mastering necessarily, but yeah, the production is pretty much in the hands of the artists these days. Especially ones who are willing to learn it. So,
yeah,
cool.
There's not a ton of information on the production of it, but they are credited. Like Bruno is credited with vocals, production, guitar, piano, and congas.
Yeah, nice.
And then Anderson .Paak vocals and drums. Yeah.
Hell
yeah.
So
man,
what they do is they lay it all out individually, probably, and then when they perform,
they got a whole full band.
Studio performers and shit.
No, I can't wait. I would like to see him perform because I imagine Anderson will play the drums. And then it'd be something like a Rusted Root show where there's like all the instruments up on the stage. That'd be dope.
They're a big enough production they can get the full band, the horn section, the rhythm section, all that.
You're right.
Which that's great, man. I'm like, this is cool because they're really carrying the torch of like all the kind of like Earth, Wind, and Fire era sort of stuff.
Dude, it's less synthesized sound, right?
There's definitely some synth stuff, but
you
know what? But it was originally. It was much more of like a '70s vibe than an '80s vibe too, because
it's a
like,
funk soul vibe.
Yeah, but it's like before they really had all the access to all the synthesizers and shit back in like '60s and '70s. Yeah. It was a lot of just like, all right, how do we make this song sound extra thick? Oh, you gotta add strings. You got
there's a lot of like string shit. Like
there's a lot of like little like xylophone or not xylophone, but like. I don't know if it's like vibraphones or like a little glockenspiel in there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
the subtlety and like the delicate, intricate details of those tracks are definitely at a standard, like a very, very high standard.
Yeah, very nice. That's gonna be one to test your headphones with.
I think it's certified sick though.
Certified sick.
I think we're.
I know what I've been listening
we're about that
to
time.
We got a couple last little things. This has been a great combo. I think. Thank you guys for coming out, man.
You guys coming on.
I think we got a couple memes and things. We want to just like blast through those real quick.
Yeah, let's just bullshit on some.
Let's see.
Yeah, spend the last.
Is that
10,
it?
15 go.
Yeah, that's it on.
Is that you got to go to the Instagram.
Oh yeah.
All
right, hide this for a second.
Yep.
And.
Hell yeah. All right.
Can we just like left and right like through those?
Hey, by the way, this is the most people we've had on the show at one point here.
Right.
Go to full screen. The webcam view. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One.
No,
that's not
there
we go. Nice.
Wait, no, not that one. Click the webcam.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a classic. This is a classic joke. Let's go.
Makes the return.
Oh my god, this fucking stupid.
Yeah,
okay,
that's the importance of commas.
I'm glad I don't have an Uncle Jack.
Wait.
Oh
no!
Good lord, that's fucking terrifying. Fuck,
it's disgusting.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, why? Oh my good lord,
dude, the head turns backward. He looks like fucking Malignant.
Wow. Oh my god, Maligma!
Jesus Christ!
Oh god!
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
what the dog doing?
That is What is the dog doing? What the
Skinwalker? It does look like a Skinwalker, bro.
I don't trust that.
The single worst glitch, no doubt.
Oh my god,
that's terrible.
All right, let's see what else. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We do not make fun of sexual assault, especially when it's kids. And that's the same face Kyle Rittenhouse will make during his first time in the prison shower. Yikes.
Yeah. That's Twitter in a nutshell.
I love these recent type of posts where it's just people posting their L's, like where you just take something someone said like 2 years ago and then take something they said a week ago, just completely contradicting. Yeah, that was
that's
pretty.
That's the thing about it, man. We're starting to get to that point now.
Well, and eventually it's just gonna come to the point where everyone on Twitter has so much shit on them. Where it's like, well, you said the N-word when you were 15. It's like, well, you took a dick pic in front of it's like everybody's going to be guilty. So then it's like, nobody will be.
And it will all be on the blockchain for the world to see.
And that's the new Wild West. That's when the new shit really kicks in.
When everybody's got the dirt and everybody's all the dirt is out there.
But it's like when everybody's liable, no one is.
Yeah. It's like, dude, if they've been saving everybody's Xbox Live
oh my god!
Chats this whole time, we're all going down.
Your ass!
Yeah.
Get shit on!
Yeah.
Get shit on!
Pussy!
sodomy?
Don't you love people who relish in sodomy?
Oh,
Fucking,
no.
I
Hey,
mean,
if relish
some
and sodomy
pe-
are involved in the same scenario.
Yeah,
there a
relish
comma
and
there?
right, relish and wieners are often involved
Oh my God.
together.
Tweet some
Man, all right.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Such a
Babana is better than
Return
coconut,
the
or-
monkey.
Yeah.
So good.
I argue that that's the primary, function of all of the driving force of existence is return to monkey. Just the desire to avoid discomfort
We
drives
all wanna
all
go
the
back.
base
Yeah.
activities of humans, and to me, that's just that's
Yeah.
return to monkey.
Yeah, but monkeys
yeah.
like rip each other's dicks off and
That's
shit.
true. Hey, some
see-
days you just feel like ripping a
Right.
motherfucker's dick off, like
Yeah.
You seen a monkey with alopecia?
Alopecia?
Oh man.
Wait, with no hair?
Monkey's ripped.
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
No,
Oh,
I bet.
I'm serious.
like
Like,
a rich. A
we're
ripped old
lucky
guy.
monkey. We're lucky they don't have no Planet of the Apes stuff. bro.
Right.
Dude, they go ham, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
hairless
they're learning.
apes. Yeah. No, I've seen that before, where it's like a bear.
The
with
hairless
no hair,
bears are
too.
terrifying,
Imagine this,
bro.
Crazy.
This
Yeah,
beast
just
over
let's
here
avoid-
with no hair. Oh my god.
let's avoid connecting the monkeys to Wi-Fi for as long as we can.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, the Planet of the Apes movies are hella good, the newer ones.
Oh man, I love them.
Bro,
Snuck his
Snuck is
phone
fun to a
in.
journey.
Oh shit! No, I gotta not turn on the sound for that.
Turn your computer down a little bit.
There you go.
You get the idea.
Wait, what the fuck?
Bro.
What?
That's some fever dream
That
shit.
is some. Why are they going down a fucking? Is this
They're
like
probably in a mine
shaft?
shaft is what it
Yeah.
looks like.
It, though?
Oh, they just had a
He's
huge,
like, yeah.
a huge festival in a cave, a cavern in Arkansas.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
This must be it. Yeah.
Those fools are all in like mining gear though, or like cave exploring gear.
They're ready for it.
What is? Does
Pennywise.
anyone in the comments know?
These
He's just
edible-
giving Pennywise giving a tour of the sewers. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes more
That's-
sense.
That's insane.
We're gonna have to circle back to that one. I don't know where the fuck.
I
Yeah,
have
if
no
anyone
idea.
can figure out the origin of this, like,
I like how almost 230,000 people have liked it, and nobody could probably tell you what it's about.
No.
Not a single one.
They're like, what do you mean? It's like Pennywise, bro. He's driving a car.
Yeah. Is this what happened with the Chilean miners?
Pennywise bald?
Yeah.
Bro.
The Chilean.
He's, yeah, he's got the.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Pennywise really let himself go there.
Right.
Shit.
Damn.
Pennywise needs some
hair got
Rogaine.
blown back.
Yeah.
Started doing the meth there.
Oof.
We got the 5 head.
Methy wise. Oh, fuck.
Are you messing with me?
We are the orb, and the great ones are
Dude.
pondering
Dude,
us.
the pondering the orb memes have gone
Out
way
of
too
control.
out of control.
Did you see they did a crowdfund one? They're like, put a big ass orb in the hood. It's like, oh my god,
Oh man.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Wait, talk about the.
Oh
lizard
yeah,
people.
the YouTube. They got rid of the fucking dislike button. That's insanity, man.
And
It's bullshit. If you fucking hate this video, drop a dislike. If you like the video, drop a fucking like. But you know what? You know what? And if YouTube does take away the dislike, leave a mean comment. Do it. We'll feature it on our next video.
Please, it's
leave
Classic.
some
hilarious.
We
comments.
appreciate it. We love
Anything for
We
engagement.
love mean comments. Honestly, we
I
got
just want you
we
to
got
talk to me.
Please talk to me.
we
Yeah,
got
that's
called
right.
dangerously stupid, and it's our new headline, bro.
Hell yeah.
Dangerously stupid. So
Let's see. I think we got just a
And
couple more
whether you like the
things.
video or hate it, just remember always to
fish
eat my
flops.
ass.
Man, fish flops.
Dude, the drip ain't fresh if you didn't catch it yourself, and that is
Eh.
a fact,
The
man.
fish flops is great.
I
love
agree.
That. Yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
like that? It was good.
Yeah.
Get right up top.
It's perfect. Ready for it.
I guess so. Or fake my own death and talk about feelings with you.
True.
Yep.
That's
Big
what happened to
facts.
Epstein. He didn't want to talk
Yeah.
about his feelings.
Oh my god, that's me right there.
What are your personal interests? One of the things I like doing most is banging whores.
Banging
Yeah.
horse.
Goddamn straight.
I feel it.
Oh man.
Oh shit, E.T. Dude, he does look like he's ripping it up and
Hey, you know
fucking
they're
rap
making
battle.
like I guess they're making another E.T.
Oh my
E.T.
like
god.
a
can, E.T. can fuck
I heard
himself.
this.
I'm not
Yeah, I
an
heard
E.T.
this.
fan.
And it may not be true, but I heard
That's
somebody
heresy.
talking about it the other day. We were at a restaurant. We
I-
somebody next to us.
I-
They're like they're literally bringing it back, and some of the same people, but he's coming back to
that
see
sounds
Elliot.
so stupid.
Yeah,
that's
I don't
crazy.
really like that
Isn't the
movie.
guy that played Elliot like a crackhead now or something? I don't
Probably.
know, but probably.
Believe so.
That,
No, I
that'd be
believe that it's
hilarious
Hunter
if they kept it
Right.
true to reality. E.T. comes back.
I
and
mean,
he's
Drew
just-
Barrymore was a zombie, right? So somebody can do something. Right?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, my
Man.
God.
Alright.
E.T. Bullen.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
this one's good.
I have a penis for your vagina hole.
Dude.
Make the most important, the most meaning beat of your life.
I have a penis for your vagina hole.
Just stop.
Oh my fucking
Full
god.
unplug. This is like so
that's terrifying.
unexplained.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Explain this. If the Earth. Oh! He just went straight for it, dude. It's like, take me out, bro.
In.
There's a lot of memes, bro. Oh no, this one's great.
Oh my
Hold on.
god. Poor dog.
Dude, if a dog smells your pussy and then throws up, it's all bad, dude. You gotta get that shit checked out.
Hey, we're also gonna call that fish flops.
Yeah. There's nothing. Yeah, he smelled SeaWorld, then dipped. Shoddy never showing her face again.
Oh my god, dude.
We got a lot of memes here.
Oh yeah, this one's fantastic.
What the fuck?
No context.
Man.
It makes me wonder if that was like composited in like Unreal Engine or
It
something.
looks
must
like
be,
he
right?
just had a
Oh,
fake
no.
thing.
This one's great though. Turn down the Shrek sounds real quick.
I know.
That's a serious standoff right there.
Oh yeah.
They're going for it.
Like, you let go. No, you let go. I'm not letting go. Yeah, the other one's back there like, yeah, hold her.
That was so good.
Don't you let go. Don't you dare let go.
He's like, all right, homie, I got her locked in this fight. She ain't looking. Go.
Good looks, bro. You the real one.
Yeah.
Got it back. Like, man,
Oh,
that worked
wait.
Yeah,
perfectly.
we're here.
Oh, that's legit right there.
That's Chinese for what? Wait, one more time?
One more
That
time.
Hold
dude's-
on.
That dude is
Let's cancel
savage.
this man.
Oh, yeah, that's insane. So I cook a lot, obviously, right? But that's insane.
The
right
skills,
there.
dude.
That's,
Wait.
that's skills.
Yep.
And there's like
Yeah.
there's like preschool
That,
like
like-
cookie setup is amazing.
God. Like skateboarders are jealous of what the fuck he
yeah.
just
I don't
pulled.
understand the bite. at the
Bobby,
end,
can
like-
we forgive him for saying the N-word?
I think he gets a pass. I think he gets a pass.
All right.
He looks like somebody I know, so yeah.
Cool.
All my homies got
Oh,
the
is that
N-word
what he said
pass.
at the end?
He's like, nigga.
They like could have covered with
Hey,
Bud Life or something.
Hey, let me read this one. Hey, Shotty, getting the vaccine made me realize how I want another shot with you. Choosing between Pfizer and Moderna was easy, but I don't think I could pick anyone over you. I might have the antibodies now, but your body was the only one I ever loved. You don't have to reply.
Based.
Fucking Hoodville is so fucking good.
That's stupid.
Oh my god. Oh god. Why is Rosenbaum mini me?
Oh my God.
No.
He's like, shoot me.
Yeah. Jesus
my
Christ.
God.
He was tiny.
All right.
though.
I think that's the. I think that's the end.
it.
Oh, we got
wait.
the chicken with the fresh haircut. Just covering all the important topics. Yes.
He's so handsome.
Them edges are good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh, no,
The
it's
fucking Amish, they're going for it, bro.
They hit the sick drift on that one.
All right, but are those not electric lights?
You got a
Hey,
point.
What they doing?
They aren't as entirely far back because you probably legally have to have fucking blinkers on that shit.
Yeah.
Only because
But
they told me to. Yeah.
The Amish turn the fuck up sometimes, bro.
Dude.
They be selling Kush and shit. No,
I wanna go to an
Mennonite-
Amish party.
Hey, Mennonites too, though. They're different, but they're similar. But they be smoking hella
Yeah,
Kush.
Quakers.
The Mennonites,
Really?
yeah, yeah. Quakers and Mennonites, they smoke hella
oh
weed.
yeah, dude.
Not surprising.
Yeah.
Churning butter.
What's
yeah.
next?
All right.
Oh yes.
my God.
Bad pimp. That's just what happened when you a motherfucking real ass boss. Real motherfucking player, G. Hey, yo, dead ass G. My bad pimp. That's just what happened when you a motherfucking real ass boss. Real motherfucking player, G.
That about sums
Hella
up.
J-Rock,
Yeah,
bro.
that was his apology.
J-Rock.
Fucking J-Rock right there, bro.
J-Rock.
Oh my God.
All right.
Well,
I
it's
think
been,
I think
it's-
this does it. Oh the. Oh God.
Yeah, that new song with The Rock is not great.
It's so bad.
J-Rock.
We
got the fight.
At least we got
the power.
Yeah. All right. I think that's about. Oh yeah. Or and then this one, Adam Driver is just.
Wait,
night
go to
mode
the one on the
Chad
left
Kroger.
there, actually. Wait, did that? No. What the fuck is this?
I am going to commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in water tower.
Yeah, that's very illegal.
I'm going to bust nut in water tower.
Busting a nut in the water tower.
Great crime. I'm going to bust nut
Oh my god.
in water tower.
Okay, the bottom center one though, we gotta hit that.
Yeah.
Just for the
Yeah.
ones.
All right, this is the last one here.
All right, last one here.
VR is a dream.
Oh shit.
Drops the gun.
The fan.
Faked out.
This is the future of gaming. Oh shit.
It's so terrible.
What the fuck is life, bro?
That was pretty slick. It got a little sus in the middle there, but I'll let him slide.
All right.
I think on that note, this has been a very long podcast.
Yeah, this has been one of the longest episodes in a while. Shout out for you guys for coming on the show.
Hey, man,
Fuck yeah,
thanks
dude.
for having us.
Hell yeah, dude.
Loved it.
Yes, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
great
yeah.
shit.
Absolutely, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll have some clips of the proceedings today going up in a little bit here, and
Hell yeah,
we'll
dude.
make sure to let you guys know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
and thanks for everybody that tuned in. Thanks for everybody that watched
Yeah, we
the
had
chat.
some good interaction
We got some
today
good,
on
some
both
good
streams
peeps.
too.
Yeah.
On both streams, so yeah, we're doing.
We got some people. We got the
Hey, you guys are welcome
Croatian,
for
the
that, too.
Croatian homie on Twitch watching us play Devil May Cry earlier.
Yeah,
we
shout
got
out Ivan.
Lucy in the chat. We got Sabra in the chat. We got a bunch of people in the chat
Hell yeah, it's
shouting
good.
us out, making a commentary. And
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Of course, as always, if you're not already following us on all of our other social media platforms, go ahead and hit the description. Check us out on Instagram, Twitch TV, Twitter, and YouTube, of course.
And
Yeah.
like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
All
All
right.
right, y'all.
On that note, it has been another ZUDECAST. Good night, y'all.
Fuck
Be
yeah.
safe. Don't die in a riot. Stay safe out there. Don't die
Try
in
your best.
riots.
Try
It
your
will
very
not be
best.
a
Try your
riot.
best.
Woo!
This where y'all rock out. ZUDECAST, ZUDECAST. Who the fuck is that? Who's that?